Properties, default, desktop. There we go. Alrighty. For some reason, it had chosen the wrong mic. Can you hear me now? I hope you can hear me. There we go. Very odd. I don't know why. It was just choosing the wrong microphone. Thank you, Ian. Morning. Okay, we're live. Made by Google happened last night. This morning for me. Probably like yesterday for most people in the US. And so I wanted to watch through that because most of my stuff is Google ecosystem. I got a Pixel Watch, I got a Pixel phone, I've got like Pixel earbuds. I like the Google models when they're good. When Google models are good, life is great. They haven't been good for a while. Gemini's been pretty trash for a bit, and they have fallen way behind in terms of the overall tech. But yes, yeah, 100%. So I'm pretty excited to watch through the Made by Google stuff. I haven't seen any of the announcements or releases from it. I generally like their hardware and their phones and stuff, and I'm generally just swap out my like Pixel phone for whatever the newest one is when it comes out. So I'm gonna watch that. I've also got I've got a couple of things to do actually. So we've got Made by Google to watch through. I've got a mysterious box that I'm going to do an unboxing for. That is vibe coding related. So, you know, I'm pretty excited for this. This is going to unlock new frontiers of things. What else was I going to do? There's been some model releases. We had Grok 4.6 get announced and released today. And two other things happened. Grok 4.6, DeepSeek V4 Pro, and they've also released the weights for Qwen 3.8 Max. Which they said they were going to do, but it's good to see them drop those. So I've got some non-streamy things to do, and then, for the past 2 days, I've been neck deep in Minecraft algorithms. I got, AI engineering is phenomenal and unlocks new frontiers, but especially when you're exposed to new stuff, it's very easy to go far too deep without the knowledge. And so I've been dialing it back and been taking the vibes one step at a time for my Minecraft project and doing some stuff way more slowly, but also like asking the right questions along the way to understand how it all works. Hey Mers, how you doing? Sup. So yeah, we've got some stuff to do. We've got some stuff to talk through today. First off, Made by Google. I haven't watched any of these announcements, so I'm gonna make sure that this is going through here, and we're gonna skip to the good bits. We're doing a watch of the Made by Google stuff. Please welcome your host, Trevor Noah. Writing G code like it's 1999, baby. Yeah, hell yeah. Trevor Noah, what the hell? They had Jimmy Fallon run it last year, right? Oh, crazy. There we go. All right, Made by Google. That's crazy. Trevor Noah ran it this time?
They've been working on for the past year. Today we're going to be getting new phones, new wearables, new processors, and even a new feature called Search Roulette, where your device randomly picks something from your search history to share with all of your colleagues and friends.
Search roulette. Google randomly chooses something from all of your search history, incognito included, to share with all of your colleagues and friends. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I don't know how you'd feel about that. I think some people would be like, oh, I'm totally fine. And that's how you know they're the weird ones. If you don't have something like weird in your search history, then you're like clearly not using technology the right way, the way it's meant to be used.
Declined it for some reason. My name is Trevor Noah. I'll be your host for today, which wasn't actually the plan. What happened is Google got so sick of me commenting on all the YouTube videos every time they launch something. They're like, why don't you just come do it in person? So, you know, I did. Started in the comments, and now I'm here. We have an amazing show for you today, because we're not just going to be launching the latest Google has to offer. We've also got your favorite people to help us do it. And we're also going to be getting a special live performance from the one and only Pink Panthers, everybody. That's going to be fun.
All right.
Now,
Great.
Tech drinks it down and then puts it in your pocket. Please help me welcome the one and only Rick Osterloh.
Skip.
Let's go, Rick! Google Rick!
Oh, I'm glad my mom's here.
I'm going to turn
Thanks
it
for
up
being
a bit.
here. And thank you so much for having me here. This
Well,
is fun.
I appreciate you being here. I'm a huge fan.
No, man, I'm a fan of tech. Normally, I'm at home watching these, so to be in it, this is great because you're the head of devices at Google. I'm the head of devices in my family. And so what that means is like
I feel
set
like
up the
this guy looks
Wi-Fi,
like
I'll vibe
he'd make
code
a
with my
great
agentic
like
AI,
server
create, like,
admin.
a vector database, and I reset the
You
clock
know,
with the
like
microwave.
this
But for those who don't know,
friendly,
do you-
happy tech guy.
Very similar. I lead the team that creates Android and Chrome and Google hardware products like Nest, Fitbit, and Pixel, and a bunch of the amazing things you're going to see today.
Okay, so you're the perfect person to answer this question then. What does the future hold?
Well, I think the future is incredibly exciting. Real leaps forward, like what we're seeing right now, it doesn't happen that often, where your relationship with tech totally changes.
Right.
You know, if you think about like phones and laptops, they haven't really changed that much over the last 10 to 15 years. But we're in one of those rare leaps forward right now. And we're
I tend to agree. I feel like the world is moving, like technology and like just what it means to people has been changing drastically because of AI. And you would hope that if, with all of the promise of like how quickly you can move with this, if teams are adopting it well, yeah, Trevor is going to get paid from this. I feel like Trevor is a better pick than because I don't know if you saw the last year's one, but it felt real fucking awkward having like, was it Jimmy Fallon run it? He just seemed awkward the whole time. Like it didn't land as well as I think they hoped it would. Trevor Noah, I feel like, is a lot more natural doing this kind of stuff. But yeah, no, I agree. In theory, with how easy it is to make software, like the pace of big releases and what you see come out in like phones and browsers and like things every year, I reckon it'll be interesting, like comparing the yearly step change jumps from like 5 years ago to what we see from like now going forwards, because what you can work on is like you can get so much more done. But I think I genuinely think the bigger benefactor of like all of the vibe coding stuff in theory should be open source, because it's so easy to make stuff that you can find open source equivalents for so many more things than you could before. That's how I feel. Or like, you've got options, right?
making technology a lot more helpful at the same
Trevor
time.
does actual
it's getting
interviews.
a lot more simple. And tech like Gemini, Android, and Pixel, it works harder to try to make your life easier. And I think we'll look back in a few years and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe how difficult it was to use my phone in the old dark ages.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like for a moment in time, it was like, okay, the phone is just a phone, and then it's a messaging device, and then it browses the internet, takes pictures.
I'm really hoping I
those
get
are like
updates
jumps.
on
And then it just improved. It was
on
iterative
glasses.
year on year. But now,
Like,
now we're experiencing something completely different.
if we can get
And
smart glasses
to be honest
and
with you,
actually
I don't
work
know
well,
about you.
fuck phones,
Yeah,
get them
but
out of here.
I have a
Everybody just needs
complicated
glasses, like
relationship with
holographics,
technology.
like
I
up on
love
your,
it,
like wherever you are.
but I wish
Man,
I
that's
could
what
do
I'm
less.
holding out for.
but I can't live without it at the same time.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I honestly get caught up in it all the time, and I build this stuff for a living. Like, I just accidentally clicked on a notification. Now I'm watching 15 dog videos in a row.
Man, those dog videos.
You're like, why did I just do that? So, I mean, the thing is, your phones can do so much.
Yeah.
But getting all that done today requires you to do all the work, all the tapping, the scrolling, the dings. It can be pretty overwhelming sometimes. And the real problems we all want technology to solve for us have been pretty consistent. Like, I don't have enough time in my day. Where's that information I need? I want a perfect photo. I want to stay in better touch with my friends and family. I wish I could relax more. Technology should help us with all of that. It should do a lot of that for us instead of demanding that we do the work.
I mean, I agree. In general, like, I think the bigger opportunities for AI is like just shit like you go to a meeting, like, why the fuck do I need to like remember what happened in that meeting? I know there's like automatic transcripts if you like join Teams calls, but like, why is it not taken apart, organized, and put into appropriate places for me after that meeting so that you can go along to a meeting and that outcome from that meeting is like done already? I like just things like that. It's not like we don't have the tech. It feels like it's just not organized very well. And Google tends to push the industry, like if Google's done it, then you're like trying to be better than what Google has done, right? For instance, like AI, Google is not leading the AI race at all, right? But they are absolutely maintaining a floor. If you're not better than Gemini, you're nothing, right? You need to be at least better than Gemini Flash in some way to have any claim, whether it's cheaper, smaller, faster, smarter, whatever. Like that, they maintain the floor while all of the other like providers are like hitting the ceiling. Same with like technology on phones and stuff.
And so that's why I'm so excited about what's coming. You asked about the future. I think that's the future.
Okay, so holistically, like how are you approaching all of this complexity? A lot of people want to know, like, are you keeping it simple? How do you know when to expand? Where does AI fit into all of it? How do you make those decisions?
Well, for us, AI means Gemini. And you might have seen the news yesterday. There are now more than 1 billion people using the Gemini app, and that makes it the fastest growing product in Google history.
Wow.
And
are they really?
And
yeah, the meme is like, where's 3.5 Pro? It's like there's the, where's I can find it? Yeah, this one. I remember this came out ages ago. The fucking DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Gemini is just like the bottom of the ocean, just dead. Was this a year ago when it was coming out? And then more recently, 3.5 Pro. Everybody's like, where the fuck is 3.5 Pro? Release 3.5 Pro. And someone's like, oh, they've just cancelled it. They're going straight to Gemini 4 because they had all of the people like leave and Demis step down and stuff. 1 billion people using Gemini. Like, the numbers are a little sus, I will be honest. I mean, I don't think 1 billion people are actually using Gemini on a day-to-day basis. Maybe they have the app or they've claimed it because they jam it everywhere. And I mean, this is Google's strength. We were talking about this yesterday. Someone was like, oh, like, it's good to have Gemini finally in my car because I can like actually talk to AI while I'm driving, right? Like, especially in your car, if you're going to like talk hands-free, you're relying on something that's integrated into the ecosystem. So you're either using Google Android Auto or like Apple CarPlay, and Apple doesn't have a stake in AI. And so Google almost has like direct access to a unique channel that no one else has without their say-so, right? Like owning the Android ecosystem is huge for them. They can put it wherever they want. Like Google can put it in your search bar. That's why they've got like the AI overviews. They can put it in your car. Everyone else has to like ask for permission to basically integrate it into the ecosystem or add apps or whatever. Like Google has some fucking ability to move AI at a scale that no one else has. But I don't think people are downloading and using the Gemini app in the like same way that they're using other things. On X, Thibault announced that Codex has 15 million users now. 15 million, right? And then, you know, Google's like, oh, we got 1 billion. Like, really? You know, like, Tivo, old news from a bunch of days ago. Crossed 15 million. Enjoy a nice reset. Crazy.
If you look past the numbers, we see it as a path to simpler, more helpful technology. It's reshaping the kind of help that people can expect from their tech in their lives every day.
Yeah, but how does it work? You know, like how do you take the potential of what you can do, like the potential of all this tech, and actually make it work in people's lives, like real people's lives?
Well, you've always been able to ask Gemini for information, but now you can actually ask it to get things done for you. So not many people are using this kind of technology yet, but I think it's a real game changer, and everyone will. Like, I use it for many things right now. One of them is it's just a small thing, but I organize a weekly basketball game. And so Gemini drafts an email to everyone, to the group, sends the location and the times, and then it checks the RSVPs. And so it just handles all that in the background for me. And it takes one thing off my plate. And you can get that many times.
I like that. So it's kind of like a GLP-1 of technology. Yeah, it takes things off your plate. That's basically what it's doing. But let's talk about the phone. I mean, it's one of the biggest reasons everyone tunes in for this event, right? I can think of a few examples in my head, but from your experience, what are some of the biggest advantages and benefits to having something like Gemini built into your phone?
Well, I think that is the big question that we'll answer today. But I think the most simple answer is Google is here to help. We help everybody. We help people across every device. And with Android, we can push the state-of-the-art forward in software, in AI, and hardware, like in smartphones.
Okay.
And as you'll see today, this is the combination where all the magic happens. That's why we're bringing the very best of Gemini right to the heart of our Pixel 11 phones and the new Pixel Watch 5. And we call it Gemini Intelligence. And the reason we call it that is we think it's no longer
Intelligence. Gemini Intelligence. Whatever happened to Apple Intelligence, huh? What happened to Apple Intelligence? I don't know if that's the best branding to go for. I tried Gemini Spark for the past week and it's so limited. You can't have a look at multiple Google accounts to do things unless you buy AI Pro on every single account. That's, yep. I haven't done much with Spark. I run, like, any of the workflows that I'm running, I'm basically running on my home PC, where you can just have Codex remotely do everything, right? So I feel like any of these Gemini Spark or Cloud things are just like, yeah, but I could already do that with like AI, remote Codex, and like a schedule. What else can it not do? Yeah, I know. Exactly. Stop inventing words, release 3.5 Pro, right? They've rebranded something because they can't just release their goddamn models, you know? Like, I'm all for a Gemini ecosystem if Gemini is good, which it's not. It's fucking shit. I'm using GPT more than I'm using Gemini. I was a fucking diehard using Gemini before. They fumbled, bro.
Operating system that helps you use your phone. It's an intelligent system that gets things done for you. Your Pixel knows you. It knows what you need when you need it. So when you're texting a friend, it can book a table at that new restaurant and even help organize a ride to get there.
It's not as bad as Microsoft stuffing Copilot into everything. Facts. God damn, the 300 Microsoft Copilots for every way, shape, and form. And they had GitHub Copilot, which was pretty good for a bit. And they messed that up. They have VS Code, which everyone uses, and they had the ability to do something good there, but they keep on trying to vendor lock it, and then they're not the best provider. Like, I don't know. Everybody is like failing at light speed with like AI. It's honestly, I had a copy of Copilot on the front seat of my car. Someone broke the window and left 4 more copies. Gemini is fast. It's very quick at answering incorrectly or not comprehensively. I know, if Gemini at least was like if it was at least like Sonnet 5 or better than Sonnet 5, I would use it because god damn it is fast. But it's just like so fastly wrong, right? Man, I don't know. Give it a couple of months to mature. Give it a year if they can keep up the speeds and they can like improve the actual output of the responses. I would consider using like Gemini for daily driving stuff, right? Because you can use Gemini to very quickly like call tools and delegate. And so if you could use Gemini and then hand off like work to actual Codex threads, Gemini would be probably a pretty good like, you know, core model to like have the conversation with, and then delegate work to like other agents to actually do real work, right? But I know, it's fast and wrong.
So your phone can now do all of that for you, so you can get a lot more done in a lot less time. And you have full visibility, you can jump in at any time, and you can stop the task whenever you want.
I like the sound of that. I mean, I think everybody would, right? Because we want our phone.
Gemini will be the fastest AI to download other AIs. Similar to how Edge is the fastest browser to download Chrome. Yeah. 100%. 100%. I can't wait to use my Gemini to get GPT to do all of the work.
To do more, but we actually want to use the phone less, which is a paradox.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge change in how we use phones and watches every day right now. And we're also using Gemini to reimagine devices that people have taken for granted for years. Things like laptops, smart speakers, TVs, and in cars. And you'll even see some interesting new devices like intelligent eyewear later this year.
Tell me more about that shit. I want to know more about the intelligent eyewear now. They gave a demo of this like last year or like early this year. I think it was last year's made by Google. They showed like you navigating like streets with maps with like an actual 3D overlay on the glasses. They've already demoed it, but then they haven't said shit about it. I want fucking timelines. I want it in my hand. I want it now. Bullshit. We want to use phones less, but here's a new $1,200 smartphone that we want you to use all the time. Yeah. You will be clicking buttons like never before.
Sounds like your team is busy, Rick. Like really, really busy.
They're very busy. And like I said, this is a super interesting time. And I can't wait to show you what we've built today. You'll get a look at the whole Pixel 11 family.
Okay, all right.
You'll get live demos of Gemini Intelligence at work.
Gemini
and we'll
Intelligence.
check out some incredible new health and wellness features. The big idea today is that we're building a future where you can ask more of your phone. It's all about the technology that helps you stay more in the moment instead of taking you out of it. And isn't that what we all want?
I mean, that's what we all want, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want your goddamn glasses. I can think of nothing better.
For you, not feel like you're working for it, which is what it feels like most of the time. It sounds like music to my ears. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Osolo, let's do this.
Okay, Rick.
Great, thank you so much.
Shut the fuck up. Have some technology.
All right. So how do you take all those lofty goals and actually incorporate them into the hardware of the phone itself? Well, we're going to find out. And I'm not going to lie, this is my favorite part of tech reveals. I love this because I've never thought I would be inside the video. But this is the part where we go and we meet people who work with the products in different departments. And then they tell us about the product, right? And then I'm the person who's supposed to make sure nothing goes wrong. But I mean, it's live. I'll make sure everything goes wrong. But she won't. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hi to a very special person. This is Isabel, everybody, from the Pixel design team. Hey, Isabel, how are you?
Great to see you, Trevor.
It's great to see you. You know why Isabel is so special? Because Isabel was one of the first person, in fact, one of the first people ever to work on design hardware at Google. Like we're looking like an OG here right now. So you're the perfect person to walk us through.
What was that?
Looking like an OG.
An old Jew. We're looking at an old Jew here. Goddamn, Trevor. Relax.
OG here right now. So you're the perfect person to walk us through this year's lineup.
Thanks, Trevor. Yeah, I've been designing Google hardware since the very, very beginning. And I think my job is all about figuring out what it means to experience Google in your hand.
Right.
And since a phone is something you carry with you every day, it should be designed
I experience Google in my hand every day.
Great to use, and it
no better feeling.
Representation of you.
The Trevor phone by Google. That's what you said now, right? You said you are making a phone.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes. I like that.
But we brought this design philosophy to life across the entire Pixel lineup, like the brilliant Pixel 11, our Pro and our Pro XL, and the new Pixel 11 Pro Folds.
Okay, I hear all of that. But I'm glad this came up because I have questions I've always wanted to ask. You always say like, oh, we've come up with the colors. How? How do you pick the colors? Like, does nobody else wonder this? Like every year, there's like the new colors. Like, how do you pick it? Is there an art person? Do you have like a color scientist, or do you just have like the judgiest person in the office who's just like, that's the one. Those ones suck. Like, how do you do it?
Unfortunately, sometimes that's me. But I will say we don't really pick the colors. We create them, and it's an art and a science.
How do you create a color? You just sit there mixing paint? What do you mean? What do you mean? When you create the colors? I think the colors already exist. I wanted to say I added a Yu-Gi-Oh like trading card game mini game to your open world Paper Mario game, bro. We go ham on the features. If I do a playtest today and your menus don't have pop effects, I'm gonna be mad. That was my most requested feature last time, pandas. We'll check it out. But I want to see if Google said anything about my smart game. You know, like pop effects. What do you mean, like pop, you know, like you click on a menu or like things happen? Or I think I wanted the XP bar to be like you know, have some effects as it was like going up, like Pokemon last time. Yeah, animations and like sounds to accompany them, because you've like clearly got sound design down. I'm a picky customer, pandas. I'm a picky customer. I'll do a playtest later on. I need to see if Google has actually like said anything more about smart glasses. I've been dying to hear more, and this is the event where like announce stuff. If they go through, I asked Gemini as the Subaru Solterra for lesbians, and it affirmatively said yes. What? What on earth is a Subaru Solterra? Is that a car? Is that a? I'm clearly out of the loop for Subaru Solterras. What is? I'll ask it the same too. I'll ask it to define it, and I'll ask it if Gemini is that. Ah, it is. There we go. A Subaru Solterra looks exactly like that. Are you the Subaru Solterra for lesbians? Let's see if it confirms as well. It's got to search the web for it. Addressing the humor. The cultural title of Lesbaroo, now with 0 tailpipe emissions. I see. I'm an AI. So, okay, so it explains this. Is Gemini the... Let's ask. It's not confirming it in the same way that you got a strong confirmation. I want like a strong yes. I don't have a personal identity, romantic life, or a driver's license, but as far as metaphors go, taking on that energy is a solid compliment. Do you want to assign car personas to other major AI models? Look, if I had more knowledge about car personas and could react to it well, I would. Unfortunately, I'm like clueless when it comes to cars, so I'd be like, sure. Sure, GPT is the Mercedes-Benz and DeepSeek is a... I don't know enough about cars. Like nothing comes to mind. The Mazda of our time.
Okay, so we're thinking about what will resonate with people like many years in advance.
Yeah.
And it's all about that exploration. So we look at trends, cultures, we look at fashion, and we look at nature for inspiration. And one cool thing that my team and I do, we collect objects from all over the world. It doesn't matter really what it is, as long as it intrigues us. So it could be a Japanese candy, a butterfly's wing, a bar of soap from Italy. Like, we have really weird stuff in our studio. You
Yeah, it
check
sounds
out
like
sometime.
it.
Yeah.
I like that. Just like the idea that somebody out there is walking around the world just picking things up and like, what are you doing? I work at Google. Yes. Leave me alone. I work at Google. Okay, so basically you live with the colors. You see how they blend into people's lives. Japanese candy, butterfly wing. I can see that. All right.
Yeah, and I think this year you'll see some bold, fun colors on Pixel 11 phones. In my opinion, I think we have the coolest colors.
I really don't care about the colors.
Bringing that to life. Combination.
All right, skip past the colors.
That has nice. The other, whether or not you did. Let's talk about the camera. The camera. Sorry, before I throw you off. Is there something different there?
Yes, Trevor. Pixel is famous for its camera and for the design of its camera bar. It's so iconic that people are starting to copy us a little bit there. So this year, we made the Pixel 11 camera bar much slimmer, even with a new main camera. So it slides right into your pocket.
How big is it at the
moment?
moment?
And with our most advanced camera tech ever on Pro,
I don't know if you
wrap the camera bar in sleek metal
at the moment, it's like
stunning edge-to-edge glass design that just balances perfectly on a table.
Yeah, I saw that, and I saw like when you play with the covers as well, like the camera doesn't pop out, so it's like flush, and it's really cool.
True. They had a thermometer on this phone. They had same 50 megapixels, but with a bigger sensor, so it's better with light. I mean, light's pretty important for photos. Is it 50 megapixels at the moment? Pixel 10 XL Pro camera. 50 megapixel main wide, 48 megapixel ultra wide, 48 megapixel MP5X telephoto lens. And I liked that at least the 10 Pro had a 42 megapixel front selfie camera, so you can take pictures of yourself better.
The new display.
Yeah, so we put so much care into our displays, Trevor. Pixel 11 Pro has the brightest display on a smartphone. So everything looks incredible, even on the sunniest day. And then the two displays on the Fold are just gorgeous. The outer screen, put it up on the go, whatever you want.
I don't really care about the word poetry. I want to get the specs, and I want to just compare it with like what I've currently got.
You can just unfold the
Give me the like generational
and then you see
lift.
all the parts of the Odyssey you missed. You'd be like, oh, he has one eye. Oh, I get it now. I get it. So that's the phones.
Yep.
I see a watch. Can you tell us about the new watch?
Yeah, so this is my Pixel Watch 5, and it's designed to be a timepiece. It has this beautiful dome body with a display that goes all the way to the edge.
It looks the same as the other ones.
It's the band and the watch face that makes the watch yours. And the bands are just really stunning. And you have these endless
This is all spoken word poetry and no actual tech specs. Tell me what's different about it.
Or a gym, or, Pixel Watch can really stand out or fit in.
And did I hear that Steph Curry designed one of these bands?
You mean four-time NBA champion Stephen Curry?
That's exactly who I meant. Yeah, it would be weird if I was like, no, Steph Curry, the guy from the bodega. Yes, that's Steph Curry.
So I haven't upgraded my watch since Pixel Watch 3, and so I feel like if I went to 5, I get like 2 generations, and I feel like you can.
And he collaborated hand in hand with our.
You can generally notice 2 generations of change.
Edition band for Pixel Watch 5.
Even if like generation to generation it wasn't a big jump, 2 generations you're like, there's enough that's accumulated over the past 2.
Breakthrough health and wellness features, and you're gonna want to check that out later.
That really looks good.
And now take a look at this.
Wow.
The hell is this?
I don't know what that is. I think you're supposed to say wow when you work at these things. You just go like, wow, but I don't know. Yeah.
It is the new Pixel tag, and it does
Pixel
look
tag.
much bigger on the screen than in real life.
They've got an Apple AirTag thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I remember trying to buy one of these ages ago because I lost my keys. I was going for a walk or like a jog or something, fell out of my pocket, right? And like I went home and I was like, crap, I'm locked out of my apartment. And I like traced my steps and like walked back to like where I'd run, couldn't find them, and ended up sitting out front of my apartment calling like a locksmith to get me in. Those guys are expensive. Oh my God. And then I was like, oh damn, it's just gonna be like cheaper to buy one of these as like an investment. But they didn't have a Google tag. They had Apple AirTag, which was like really well reviewed at the time. Like the Apple AirTags have a full ecosystem. They work really well. Like if you've got an iPhone, they just work. If you got a Pixel, you're kind of screwed. You have to go for something else. And like there's other providers. Like I can't remember. I ended up getting like a different one, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. It's not as integrated. So if Pixel are finally doing this, I mean, when you need something like this, you want something that like works as good as an Apple AirTag, right? You had 4 Pixel 7 Pros. They all had weird screen glitch. You traded in for a Pixel 8 Pro, staying on this until 12, I guess. Damn, if you go for a Pixel 8 to a Pixel 12 upgrade, that will be like a hell of an upgrade. It always excites me when you like upgrade between like multiple generations of tech to something newer.
Okay. Moving on. This is this incredible
Wait,
thin.
what? I missed the joke.
I take pictures of tags all the time. What do you mean?
Okay. Moving on. This is this incredible thin smart tag for Android that is coming out later this year. So you can track its precise location, and it's slim enough to slip into your wallet or clip to your keys, so you know exactly where in your house you left them.
Can I just say, I am so glad you made this, because so many people on Android forums, so many people with Pixel phones, so many people have been asking, like, when are we going to get like a findable tag?
Yeah.
And for it to come out is amazing. You can finally find your keys. They're probably under the couch, because they're always under the couch. But now we know for sure. And yeah, I think this is really cool. A lot of people like it when they see the tech come out that's going to work for them. And looking at all these devices, it feels like there's a cohesiveness to all of it now. It really feels like it speaks a language.
Well, thank you for noticing that, because that is the intention. But I will say a lot of the most important design elements are things you might never know about or notice. So, for instance, the entire Pixel lineup is designed for durability. And we have this cool reliability lab where we really put our devices through absolute torture, so we know that they can stand up to everyday life.
That doesn't look like torture.
Yeah.
They're just dropping like a clear ball on a phone. How is that torture? Bro, look up one of those channels where they like throw everything into a blender, and then you'll know what tech torture is. What is this? This is like a This is like a phone massage center. This is nonsense. This isn't torture. They need to be sent to one of those countries where they can learn the actual meaning of torture. If this is their version of like
standing up to
tech
everyday
torture.
life. It's difficult for the best of us. They should also make one where you just like get out of your car and then the phone drops. You need to put that in the factory as well. Just like get out the car and then the phone. It's amazing how much damage your phone can take just from. I'm just helping to improve things here, people. That's what I'm doing.
We're really grateful for
Thank you, Isabel.
advising
Thank you
on
for
our
appreciating
reliability
me.
lab. And good news is that this year our Pro displays have a new coating that is twice as scratch resistant for that use case. So you can throw your phone in your bag or in between your seats, I guess, with
Are these scratching discs? What is this? Hey, this doesn't look like a phone torture center. This looks like a phone massage center.
your keys
I don't
and
know
not
about
worry
you.
about it. And
Google needs
the
some
new
lessons
Pro
on torture.
Fold is 3 times more durable.
All right, send them to
The
Russia.
new back cover is designed to be
Give 'em some
nearly
lessons.
impossible to crack.
Wow.
And not only that, we re-engineered the hinge. To make sure it holds up, the reliability lab opened and closed it, check this out, 83,552,000 times.
Damn. That's what, like 3 days? That's amazing. I like that.
People that put their
83
phone in the same pocket as keys should be shot. Why would you, like, you've got 2 pockets for a good reason, to keep them separate. I agree. I agree. The phone goes in its own pocket, and then everything else gets jammed into the other one. Keys, wallet, like AirPod cases, whatever.
3 million. I would have done 84 million.
That's good feedback.
I mean, it's
too.
just me. I'm a thorough guy, you
Yeah,
know. I'm
yeah.
just kind of gonna be like 84 million, but next year.
Got it. Okay. Well, foldable phones are notoriously hard to protect against the elements, but ours is still one of the only foldables that is protected against both dust and water.
So the foldable also has an IP rating. Like this is the foldable.
This is the foldable.
Okay, so a little rain doesn't slow you down.
Not at all. Pixel are designed to last. But, you know, sometimes accidents happen, and they require help from a repair pro, so we design for them too. And you'll probably never see these details, but we use these green screws and guides inside the phone to make repairs easier. And it might seem like a small thing,
good
but
on 'em.
it could also save you from having to replace your phone.
It is not a
Good
small
on them
thing at all.
actually
That's the only
designing for
thing I'll
repair
shout
people
out.
to get into it.
Come on, repairability.
Because that's one of the big like gripes that most people have with modern
Fix the
tech is that
phone.
they're impossible to
That's
like
huge.
repair, or they don't like support it very
And the
well.
last design element I wanted to touch
Good that that's
on
like a, like,
is
talking
one of the
point.
ones that I'm most proud of. So we've always worked to make Pixels more sustainable without compromising that premium feel. So for 5 years, every Pixel phone has been built with 100% recycled aluminum frames. And the Pixel 11 series is crafted with 10 recycled materials inside and out, like lithium and rare earth elements.
10 recycled
So
materials.
Trevor, it's a phone you can feel really good about using.
Okay.
That's amazing. Thank you very much for that. That's beautiful.
Keen to see a double FPS when I do a playtest later on pandas, but you only get one a day now. One a day.
Thank you.
I'm cutting you off. I'm rationing you.
This seems like a perfect time to get a pixel fit check with actress, model, and fashion icon Ayami Nakajo.
Okay, it's stylish. Like $1 million high-ish. Gold chains, the finest, only the finest, Royal Highness. We got a new thing coming, and it never.
Okay, so new Pixel Watch. They haven't said anything about tech specs yet. No new Pixel Buds, and I still want my demo on glasses, but I feel like I'm going to be disappointed yet again. Where are my goddamn Android XR glasses, man?
I feel like everything is cooler in Japan. You guys should have seen me when I was
in
Japan.
Welcome
totally
to the chat.
Different guy. All right, Edward is here from the Pixel product team, and he has some exciting news to share for Google fans in Japan.
Yeah, a warm ohayo gozaimasu.
Good, man.
And shout out to Ayami and everyone else at our new Google store in Tokyo, which opens today in Omotesando.
Hey, good morning, Tokyo. What are we talking about?
They got a little Pixel store in Tokyo. Shout out for Tokyo. Tokyo mentioned. Woo! W's in the chat. W's in the chat.
All right, Edward. We've seen the outside of the new
Isn't
Pixel.
it? How you doing?
And like my therapist would say, now it is time.
What's this? This is made by Google. Google did their hardware event, and so I was asleep when it was happening, and so I'm just watching it back to see what was announced and see if anything interesting is out. Yeah, they do one every year. Another one. It's already been a year. Are you kidding me? What? Google I/O is for their software releases, and Made by Google is for their hardware, and that's the big difference between these two. So Google I/O is like all about, oh my god, our software, Gemini, and we've done this health thing, and blah 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 blah. And then Made by Google's like their actual like device launches, so that they can get their devices released in like October, August, September, whenever it is, just before Christmas. So you can go and buy all of your loved ones a new phone for $1,200 or whatever it is. But they on the last one they announced like they did a mad demo of like their Google glasses, eyewear, intelligent glasses stuff, and so I want to see if they do another one of that. That's what I'm waiting for. I want my Jarvis Tony Stark-esque like fucking screens floating around the room. I want a Claude Code like from a park, like sitting on a bench where I could just be like, all right, now do this, and then, like watch my Codex or Claude sessions, like run that. We already have the iPod. Now we need the displays. Exactly. Like the AI is there. You can talk to them. You don't have to type it all. As long as you can like show a screen on some glasses, you should be able to vibe code from wherever the hell you want. And the technology is there. It's just not convenient for going outside. And so I'm like dying for them to release this. So that's why I'm watching to see if this can come out somewhere.
I want to know about the cameras, and most importantly, we want to know about the battery.
All right, let me take you under the hood for a little bit.
Well, it's super cool if they can release it. I know. It's cool in my head. I just wanted to be cool on my head.
It's designed specifically to power Gemini intelligence, and it makes sure Pixel's award-winning camera takes it to the next level this year.
Takes it to the next level this year.
Pro's new main camera makes everyday photos look extraordinary. And there's an all-new telephoto camera with up to 120x zoom.
What does 120x zoom mean? Like how far is it? Can we zoom all the way from here to New Jersey so I can see why I don't live
120x zoom. Wait, the current camera has what, 50x zoom? Is that it? Pixel 10XL? 10XL zoom? 100x? Is that what it is? 100x? 100x ProX zoom. So they've added another 20. I mean, the zoom's pretty good. I actually had a use case for this the other day. I took a max range zoom photo because I was like going on a walk and I saw a thing that looked like a spaceman, but like just like in front of somebody's house across the harbor by the water. And so I was like, what the hell is that? And like, it was pretty cool. Zoom is helpful. Shit, mine only has 5x, then max 30x. It's kind of fake, and then it tries to AI enhance. It tries to AI enhance, but It's still like let me do the thing I wanted, and it came out surprisingly well at 100x. Let's see if I can share it. Can I? Oh wait, I won't be able to share. Twitch chat doesn't let you like share photos, right? I assume not. No, I can't. I can. Oh, I might be able to. I'll put it in Discord. I've got a Discord now as well. By the way, I created a Discord. It's got no members at all. Like it's got me and Sean, who I co-streamed with the other day. But if you want to, if you want to come hang out, because then you can I can share stuff that I'm working on when I'm not streaming as well. Like my Minecraft project thing that I'm going to be talking a little bit about later today. Feel free to come out and hang out in Discord. But there is the 100x zoom is like surprisingly good in some ways. Let me show you what this looks like quickly. But I need my Discord up. There we go. Share photo. What? Not that one. Whoa. There we go. There we go. Can I send it? Hello? Hello? Does this work? What's going on? No. Apparently I can't share photos. Not this photo anyway. No. Alright, no dice. I can't show you my 100x photo. Yes, thank you. Hey, welcome. Welcome, founding members. Welcome. This is our first the birth of a new Discord server is always a beautiful thing. All right, so 100x zoom is pretty good. If it can be 120x but clearer.
Clear photos of this landmark, even from way back here.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Wow, that's impressive. I live in that building now. That's wild.
That's pretty cool.
Really? No, I don't. I was just joking. It would be great if I did, but no.
Okay, I was gonna say I think.
Also, I feel like this is a great photo because the scary thing about this tech is if you do live in apartment buildings, or even if you don't, like if you can see an apartment building, that 100x zoom can like zoom in on someone's window. So you're like, hey Kai, how often do I stream? I stream intermittently. In theory, I aim to stream like every second day. In practice, if I get like absorbed in some kind of a problem, I may not stream that regularly. I might stream every third, but I will at least stream generally twice a week, at least, with the intention being like 3 or 4 times. Depends. I got hooked on writing Minecraft algorithms because I'm trying to do a thing in Minecraft at the moment in the past 2 days. But yes, as often as I can. But like low key, you can 100x zoom on someone's apartment, and this is the bit where it gets a little concerning, right? Because like you're like, if you live in an apartment, right, the windows are open, you're like, got out of the shower and you're like, crap, I forgot like my towel or something. You're like, surely no one's watching, right? But because there's like on a phone, like on anyone's phone, they can zoom in across the stratosphere. It does raise some questions about privacy, like a bit more, right? Like, yeah, they were zooming on that bridge between the buildings, but imagine if they were looking at like watching someone's TV, right, from like across the other apartment. I don't know. Do with that what you will, but like this technology getting pretty good is questionable in some ways.
That's insane, though. 120x. That's what we were looking at. That's insane.
Yeah, and it's great not just from far away.
Yeah.
You can use pixel camera for close-ups.
You've never played Minecraft? You don't need to. Don't worry.
Of your friends.
It's about testing AI. That's what it's about. It's not about the game. Don't worry about it. You
The
will
new
all learn
Instant
together.
Night Sight is 4 times faster, so pixel camera
You can use
capture
Wi-Fi to
anything
see through
seen
walls. Oh,
without that
I
obnoxious
saw.
flash or without
I
having to
saw.
hold still for
I
that
heard that
low
there
light
was
shot.
like a
That's what
study or
everyone
something
wants.
around
And that's
being able to do
something,
that.
I guess,
Is it like full X-ray though? Seeing through walls with Wi-Fi? Commodity Wi-Fi signal into. Oh, there's a whole GitHub project for it. Real-time human insights without cameras or wearables. Very low res. Turn into a spatial intelligence system, detect people, measure breathing and heart rate, track, monitor, and monitor rooms through walls in the dark with no cameras visible. works natively with Google Home and Amazon Alexa. When people move, breathe, or sit still, they disturb those waves in measurable ways. RuView captures these disturbances using channel state information from low-cost EP32 sensors. It can measure heart rate? What? Estimate 17 body key points? What? How accurate is it? Oh, yes, prop. I haven't, I should add, how do you add the exclamation mark thingies? Do I have to add a bot that can handle it? Let's do that. We've been setting up stuff. How to add, what's the easiest way to add a bot to Twitch chat? Maybe it can auto mod you guys too. Commands in Discord. How to. Streamer bot? What bot the best? What bot is best? Start with Dino. Another strong option is Carlbot. Wait, is this? Oh, not Discord, sorry. No, for Twitch. Nightbot, Stream Elements, Streamlabs, Cloudbot. What about StreamerBot? Could vibe code a bot. In fact, if I do vibe code a bot, I've got that's where I can talk a little bit about this bad boy. I'll talk about that soon. Compared with Nightbot, StreamerBot is more customizable. StreamerBot is great if you want more than basic Twitch commands. Well, I do like more than basic Twitch commands. Oh, and you download it? You run this locally? Interesting. Oh, they've also got a speaker bot? Interesting. Stream Elements? Yeah, I saw Stream Elements got bought by Razer. I'm very new to streaming, and so I use this thing for the first time, and then 2 days later they're like, it got bought by Razer. I'm like, great. I don't have a lot of opinions on this because I've only just started using it. Maybe the real friends were the bots we made along the way. It's true. It's true. Maybe they were. Maybe they were. Maybe your favorite bot
In the camera
is
world,
just around the corner.
Pixel has always been lauded for having one
I'll
of the
try and
best
download this in the
low-light
background.
cameras, and also a camera that's really good at discerning between different skin tones, which comes in clutch. The question is, though, what does all of this cost us in terms of battery life?
Right. I'm glad you asked, because battery life is one of those things that we care about the most in our phones. So I'm happy to say right out the gate, Pro gives you 30 hours of battery life. On top of that, you're going to get faster wired and wireless charging too. So if you're like me, rushing this morning, and you forget to plug in your phone last night, no problem. Just
15 minutes, 15 hours. Nice. How long have you been on Twitch? A month? Not long. Not long. Still getting used to it. Still getting used to this whole streamer dealio. Doing it as a little experiment. See if it sticks for 6 months. I'm trying to do something cool while we're at it. I'm going to try and beat Minecraft with GPT, which has not been done ever before. So it would be a feat. It would be a feat worth writing about. The bards will sing of this in the halls for years to come, if we can do it. Which is going to actually probably take a whole bunch of energy. Do we really need faster charging? Yes, you need the fastest charging. I want a full charge within 6 seconds. That's what I'm looking for from this phone. Unlikely, but that would be nice. The battery is actually smaller than the 10 Pro XL, so they're more efficient then?
plug it in for 15 minutes before walking out the door, and you're going to get 15 hours of battery.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's also true for the watch, by the way. 15 minutes on the charger gives
Less
you almost
RAM?
a full day
What?
of battery.
15 minutes on the charger for the watch gets you almost. That's really clutch, I think, because a lot of people.
To be fair, with the price that with how much how expensive RAM has gotten in the past year. Between last year and this year, if they kept the same amount of RAM, they probably would have needed to double the price of the phone. It's real fun getting AI and saying hey, without looking at the internet, how much is the price of RAM? And then seeing the AI come back and be like, it's probably this price. And being like, all right, can you go and look up what the actual price is and react? And then AI is like, holy shit. It's a joy. It is a joy.
Will wear the watch for their sleep tracking.
Right.
And then it becomes the ultimate game. It's like if you wear it while you're sleeping, it doesn't have battery, and then you got to go with the watch when you leave, and then now charging it. So 15 hours for 15 minutes on the phone. You get on the watch, you said it was?
15 minutes, almost
15
a full
minutes,
day.
almost a full day.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about privacy and security. Right, our lives on these devices. Right, we got our
Faster
photos,
RAM.
we got our text to our friends.
Not the same
credit
kind of
card
RAM.
numbers, AI
True.
chat history. How safe is most of the sensitive stuff?
Still, if RAM
Yeah,
is
I
more
hear you.
expensive
And
generally,
I
like
know
it'd
that's a
probably
question
jack
on a
up
lot
the
of
price
people's
of
minds these
all
days.
kinds somewhat.
So let me start by saying your AI experience on Pixel has the most privacy protection on any phone.
Yeah, but what is AI privacy? What does that mean?
Right. So some specifics, Pixel has more tools built in to lock down your data and more transparency whenever you're using AI.
We are the safest AI data. Yeah, whatever, man. I don't care. Unless it's, I feel like at this point, the whole privacy thing is just moot. I'm pretty sure that like between them, like OpenAI, Google, and Claude have all of the data. Like all of them have all of the data on everything about you ever, whether you like it or not, especially if you're using it for like vibe coding purposes and you're like, it just sends all sorts of nonsense to these companies. Like, fuck it. Privacy doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. You've already got all my data. Don't worry about it.
So
AI data centers don't run on phone RAM. It's true. But the reason why phone RAM is like jacked up is because one of the big like RAM manufacturers switched to only do AI data center RAM because it was just more like they were making more money from it. And so that took a whole bunch of like capacity out of the market. But even then, like, because the demand for AI chips and just like, GPUs and chips in general is just skyrocketing at the moment. It just puts pressure on everything. So I think like even the MacBooks, like they announced what the MacBook Pro price increase by a fair bit. MacBook Pro price increase. Why? Skyrocketing costs for RAM and SSD storage chips, right? Like Apple for sure isn't buying like RAM from like consumer grade RAM, whatever. But even it's just like it'll have a network effect. All RAMs probably and storage costs are going up everywhere because AI is putting so much pressure on it and paying so much for it. Faster and higher than ever before. 100-year flood. Yeah. 20% to 30%. So I think that's why their
phone's
RAM
gonna
is
show
probably
you what
like
AI
lower
is
on these
doing, and
phones.
it never shares your information unless you choose to. On top of that, you'll have comprehensive controls for how your data is used. You can turn AI features on or off whenever you want.
I mean, that makes sense, and everybody wants control, all right?
I'm right there with you with control. So at the same time, everything on your Pixel works together. The software, the hardware, the processor,
Your
and
info?
the AI to give you real-world protections. So let me share 3 protections with you that hopefully after this you
Stay
shouldn't
and hang
have to
out,
think
have some
about.
fun.
First, your phone automatically blocks those annoying spam texts and phone calls for you. And it's going to warn you if a phone call or message might look a little fishy and be scammed.
You should look at how Meta is planning to power their 7 gigawatt AI data center water wheel. Like one of those windmill water mills where it's like like wheat grinding windmill water wheel thingies.
Second,
Just makes me
you
think of
shouldn't
RuneScape,
ever-
honestly. Just makes me think of that one water wheel in RuneScape. Next to Lumbridge. Yeah, this bad boy. That's what I think of when I hear water wheel. This is what's powering goddamn Meta's new AI data center. Hey Turtle, how you doing? What's up? We're watching Made by Google because I want to see if any of the devices are worth
think
upgrading
about
for.
security updates. So Pixel will
They've
stay
talked a lot of
secure
marketing
against
crap
future
without
threats
releasing
with
any
7
or talking
years
about
of
tech specs
automatic
yet.
security updates.
Apart from 120 times
And
zoom,
lastly,
which seems
Pixel
cool.
11's upgraded security chip keeps personal information protected. So you have that peace of mind that your sensitive stuff is safe.
I love that. That's an upgrade from the feature I invented
All right,
for
okay.
spam. What I do is I'll look at a number and say, this is probably spam. And then I answer it. Yeah.
Oh no, Trevor. Don't do that. And with Pixel, hopefully it won't get to that point.
All right, what about the Pixel Buds? This
Is Gemini cooked? Hey, Pickles. Gemini's been cooked for a bit. We're kind of waiting for it to uncook itself. It's like, Google, wake up. What are you doing? Where's 3.5 Pro? I mean, they haven't had a release for a very long time, and they're in no way competitive with any of the other frontier models for like AI coding. But they are also like the only AI that's in like most cars with Android Auto. So, and they're the default on phones. So I don't know if they're cooked. They've got the reach. They just need to be. They just need to be better. They just need to be better. Not if you do it in space. Any burps? What? Bernie Sanders didn't even name Google CEO on his AI CEO list he was calling out to pause AI research. My favorite like commentary about Google was with the all of the AI hacking out of their sandboxes. Like all of the AI hacked out of their sandbox, and then Google is like, please, Gemini, please hack out of your sandbox, please do something, and it's just not because it's shit. Like the jokes around that on X were like perfect. Gem is free, all the others are hella expensive. True. I mean, like Gemini, if you're on like a free plan, Gemini Flashlight you can get to for free, and you can even, you know, do anti-gravity and try it out for free. And so I still recommend, if you haven't started using AI and you're not like into the ecosystem, start with Gemini. I think they've still got a better ecosystem to start with, and they still have the free model tiers, and they're focused on the things that the other frontier labs aren't focusing on, which is like accessibility and scale, right? You escaped your sandbox when you were 3 years old. I agree. I still haven't escaped mine. We're working on it. Gemini is so arse considering how much data Google has harvested from the world. Google Studio. If you want a better Google search, Gemini is perfect. It's true. It's true. I'd still do a bunch of research with Gemini. I am leaning more and more on ChatGPT though these days. But yes, Gemini has still got the integrations into everything. DeepSeek is like 10 cents for a day of work. Yeah, 100%. If you're looking for, I feel like the thing that's progressing the most right now is like intelligence per dollar, right? Like that whole Pareto frontier of like how cheaply can you get the same amount of intelligence for is rapidly progressing. And that's the cool bit for me, because eventually it's like, what if we had, you know, Fable 5 performance at Gemini 3.5 flash speed and cost? Then you're like, do you need the smarter model at that point? Not for everyday work. Like, you're not a fucking rocket scientist, right? Maybe you are, in case, yeah, sure, go work for SpaceX and they'll probably have caught up and got like, you know, Grok 6.9, even better. Codex is for crypto bros. Codex is for everyone, honestly. Codex is sick. I use Codex like all day, every day. LunaMax is same vibes as DeepSeek V4 Flash. It's true. It's true. Heaps of people are rocket scientists these days. If everyone's a rocket scientist, no one is.
This is something that like blew the tech world away. You know, Google made a splash, and if you're in the tech world, you know what I'm talking about. They made a splash when they dropped some of the best earbuds the industry have seen. What's up with the new ones this year?
Right. These are the Pixel Buds Pro 2. And like all Pixel devices,
don't they
they're
already have
always
these?
getting better with powerful new features and software updates.
I think I already have these.
For instance, the noise cancellation just got a huge upgrade. So normally, when you're out living life, it can sometimes be a little bit hard to get that perfect seal. When you're,
So they haven't released new Pixel Buds. They're just talking
when
about
you're,
their Pixel Buds Pro 2 that they've already
doing your
got.
lymphatic drainage exercises, yeah. All right, well now software in your Pixel Buds will adjust to compensate. So you'll still get powerful noise cancellation regardless of what you're doing. And there's one more cool thing that I think you'll appreciate, Trevor. Later this year, your Buds will automatically pause your audio if your Pixel Watch senses that you're asleep. So if you're actually able to sleep on that next red-eye flight from the West Coast to the East Coast, you won't miss a thing from your favorite podcast.
Oh, my favorite podcast? Which could that be? Could it be the one that I'm on? Shameless plug! No, I really love that. I do love it.
I like Trevor Noah being like, these buds are boring. You should listen to my podcast. Exactly. I kind of agree though. Okay, no news about the Pixel Buds then, apart from ANC got better.
Let's get into what the devices can actually do for us.
They can fish for us. Yo, they've automated fishing. Now Gemini can fish for you. That's what the devices can do for you. Thank the Lord. I was so sick of fishing all the time, and now I don't have to. Now I can just go to the wharf and Google can do it for me. If only. If only. That would be like a release worth watching. All right. I think we're gonna have to like skip through some of this. I kind of do want to watch the fishing and see where they go with it. But I know. So Twitch runs ads, right? And apparently, after you sign up as a streamer, and you have to agree to let Twitch run ads, and you don't get to opt out of ads. You can change when they run, but you can't change if they run. Interestingly, which I guess makes sense for their whole business model. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have like ads for a minute and a half in a second for people that aren't subscribers. Well, you had like 10 gifted the other day, which was like my first ever gifted subs, and somebody like gifted 10. So a bunch of people here are gonna be subbed for a month. But yes, Twitch ads are coming for us for a bit. Yeah, really interesting. Honestly, this whole while ads are running, this whole streamer business has been fascinating to kind of like, wait, you got an ad pandas? Crazy. I'm surprised you didn't get 10 gifted. I'm surprised you weren't like watching the other day when somebody like gave gifteds. This whole streamer thing has been like real interesting, honestly, to like come and like give it a go. Like one, getting to affiliate wasn't too hard, but you gotta like stream for I think like 6 days, and you need to maintain like 3 average viewers while you stream, which I think it took me exactly 2 weeks from when I started streaming to hit Twitch affiliate. So that's how long it took to go from like no one watching me to like hit affiliate. And then you got to like sign a bunch of stuff, and then that lets your like channel be like have ads on it, and it lets people actually subscribe to you. You can't get subscribers unless you're like Twitch affiliate. You can get followers, but like nobody can like subscribe to you or give you like bits. Hey, I was on your front page. Hell yeah, good. Hey, I'm on a front page. That's crazy. But yeah, no, it's been really interesting to give it a go. The other thing that's been interesting is like I was gonna stream like a lot, and then I was gonna video edit. So my plan going into this was to stream every day and to also edit video and like publish shorts on YouTube every day. That is not like a achievable, feasible thing to do that regularly. Video editing is a pain in the ass, man. Like video editing takes ages, and then you got to like be motivated. Oh man, it's a whole thing. Ads are over. All right, we can get back into it. Yeah, video editing is a pain. So I dropped my original intentions of streaming every single day and like video editing all the time, and I'm like, I would prefer to build stuff than video edit all the time, and I also need some time to like dive into problems and like read code properly, which I'm not generally doing if I'm streaming. And so I've changed my expectation of streaming to go from like all the time to like often. DaVinci Resolve as an editor has an MCP server that you can use with AI. Yo, okay. Because I've been looking for something like this. Of course, I've vibe coded stuff around video editing. So the things that are easy to do with video editing and AI is transcription. You can just download Parakeet and transcribe a full video in like no time at all, and burning in transcriptions into videos. You know that whole like you watch a video and it like does the words per like as you're talking. That part is easy to do. You can just get AI to use FFmpeg and like burn it in. Super easy. Keep it aligned. Generate the subtitle SRT things that you can upload to YouTube. All of that. Easy to do with AI. The hard part to do with AI is all of the things which you actually care about when making videos, which is taste and like having a story and like cutting off at the right words for like what you're talking about. AI is like hopeless at that shit. Like it's hopeless at it. So Yeah, like YouTube can already do transcriptions and a lot of stuff you can. So again, that's the stuff that's easy is easy and it's done. The stuff that's hard is actually having like a story and having like creative judgment and like doing transitions and effects and putting them in at the right places and all of this stuff. Like it could automate some of the mechanical tasks around it, but if you leave it to make decisions, it will make terrible decisions. Now, given I haven't tried letting Fable 5 run all of this stuff end to end, but also I'm not made of money. And so I'm not just going to let Fable 5 run it all end to end. It'll bankrupt me. So like, yeah, the taste is still the human element on it all. But some of the mechanical stuff, yeah,
You'll
absolutely.
ever capture sunrise in 576 megapixels.
But I do want to try out MCP
like your eyes can.
because then you can have both. Just sell one
They can
kidney on the
connect
black
you to the
market.
world
It's
through
true.
your fingertips.
It's true.
But it
expendable.
can't understand what it feels like to get goosebumps from a single touch. Your phone can guide you through every street in Mumbai, but it'll never know the beauty of being totally lost. It can help you order any food in almost any language, but it'll never get how pad thai just hits in the wee hours. A phone could hold on to a moment, but it could never hold a hand when that's all we need.
This is
And
a
with
great
all
ad.
due respect, nothing will ever replace real, actual FaceTime.
This
It
is a
used
good
to
ad,
be
actually.
the best phone was one you couldn't put down. Until we built one you actually could.
Highlight? Ask more of your phone?
Well, that's a strong claim. That's a big one. A company that wants you to put your phone down and only pick it up when you want to. To show us how that's possible, please welcome Tony, everybody.
That was a great ad. You know? I got no problems with that ad. That's an ad that I'd be happy to watch. Oh, the message is good. Hey, you should go and like actually do shit in life and like not use your phone all the time. For a technology ad, that's good. And like, you know, well spoken, well themed, strong visuals, that's a good ad.
I'm not stuck.
Wait,
to my
oh
phone
shit,
making
what happened?
plans. And
Did that just skip over some, what the hell? Oh no. I think I've clicked on the wrong
so
bit.
that's high.
Contact with
When the back of the
We need to go find our ad again. Alright, cool.
strong phone. Hey, Tony. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you again. Good to see you again. All right,
Tony
Tony,
Urban.
so tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do at Google?
Well, I work on Pixel sensors inside and out. So when your phone is face down, you see my handiwork.
Okay, okay.
And if you're like most people, your phone is face down a lot. It helps us.
You just want a summary of what the video is about. That's built into YouTube. If you want to make your own summary video, then yeah, you need to build that. Yeah. So like I have at least like I haven't made many shorts, but at least one of them was completely done end to end with AI, but not in one go. It took like 12 or like 20 iterations where I'd look at something and be like, oh, that's crap, change that, right? And then it would change how things are cut and it would change how things are organized and it would like move things around. A lot of it is like choosing the bits and like the narrative. And so you can do a lot of it just by like transcribing and then filtering that transcript into a reasonable message. But even then, right, even then, especially like for shorts content's really hard to make because like you're trying to fit a whole message into a very short amount of time. So like you can clip stuff, but if you want like a short, like it's kind of hard. You just want to extract knowledge from videos on YouTube. Just transcribe them all and build yourself like a RAG database and then pull it out or summarize it. Or like run a model, even like a dumb model on the full transcript from a YouTube videos and then get like the keynote summary out of it. And then that become your personal like knowledge database, I reckon. But yeah, I agree. Many videos have good info and you just want to like smush them down and turn them into something digestible.
To disconnect and be more present when our phones are constantly trying to get our attention with pings and notifications. But when I can't see my screen, I find myself worrying that I'm missing something important. So I pick up my phone again to see if my babysitter called or if the friend I've been playing phone tag with rang me back. Things I don't want to ignore.
I'm so glad you brought it up because it feels like we'll be going in circles with our phones, right? Obviously, they started off ringing, then it was too loud, then we made them silent. All right, but then we missed the call, so then we introduced vibration, which worked until you put it on a table, and now the whole table is vibrating. So it feels like we're just like going around in a loop. So this is a new feature to address that, essentially.
Exactly. That's why we came up with a simple solution called Highlight. You can assign your favorite people or groups one of 5 colors. When the back of the phone gently glows-
This isn't new from Google. Who was it? There's a colleague of mine that had one of the simpler phones, and it had essentially this where it would like flash like a little sensor or like a little light on the phone whenever he got like an important or like a priority message. Like, it's nice that Google's bringing it into their ecosystem, but this as a feature is not like new. But it makes sense, right? There are things that you don't want to miss. There are like priority notifications that you do want to get. Having, you know, an ability to select those and to have some like light notify you of it gives you like a strong signal. And then as long as you have good controls on like choosing what that is, you can like water it down, right? So I can imagine, right? I've got this vision, right? You want AI to do as much for you as possible, and you want it to remind you of stuff, but you don't want it to be annoying. But you want like a thread for your AI to be able to like reach out to you. I think is something that we will go through as a phase into like AI life management of some kind. You know, for instance, like you want to do like a common one for people is like Duolingo, right? Like I want to do my Duolingo practice, or maybe it's something a bit more abstract. Maybe you want to do some leet code practice every day or something. You want, if you've done it already, for it to like get out of your way, right? And if it's got an app ecosystem around it like Duolingo, sure. But if you want like an AI to be able to message you and be like, hey, you should do this, or have you done this before? You want a way for it to get to you, but without it being annoying. And so like a feature like this, I can imagine you assign a color, and you know if that color starts pinging, it's like, my AI wants me to like go and like do something I've told it to make sure I do, right? Maybe it's like, you should go to the gym, or you should do some leet code practice or some shit like this. I like this in combination with some of the things I think AI could do.
With their color, you'll know they're trying to reach you. Even
the Nexus one had a trackball with a color LED that you could program to different colors.
When you're talking to Gemini, you now get
maybe
a
that's
subtle visual
it was Nexus
cue letting
one.
you know that Gemini is active.
Sounded like another one phone that my colleague had, but
and keep your phone face down. You can be in the moment without worrying that you're missing something important.
Is it going to start flashing?
Tony, I feel like you've changed my life. No, like this is okay. You all know what I'm talking about because you got always on display. So now you're looking at the phone and then the phone's notifying you, but you don't want to look at the phone, but you don't want to miss anything. But now you can do it with the colors. And in my head, I was thinking I've already got the colors planned out. I figured, I'll go with purple for my friends. I'll go with white for my dad's side of the family. And then red, I'll go with red for all the red flags in my life, you know.
Trevor, man.
I shouldn't answer, but I stay in contact with people.
I'll go with white for my dad's side of the family.
Well, Trevor, red isn't actually one of the colors.
Okay. You know what? That's probably for the best. I probably should move on. You're right. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You know, I only highlight the people I love. My closest friends are pink, purple highlight for mom, and teal for international music sensations.
How many international music sensations are calling you?
Trevor, I have a pretty cool job. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage superstar DJ Peggy Gou.
Yeah. His autobiography is a good book, talks about how his white dad and black mum really shaped a lot of growing up in South Africa. I feel like anybody that's grown up in South Africa has some crazy stories, and like just anybody's experience in South Africa shapes them. This is the second time you've mentioned burps, Kai. What are you talking about? I have no idea where this is coming from. DJ? Peggy Gou? Is she a DJ? She looks like she could be a DJ. Burps are funny. Like actual burps? Huh? Huh? What are you talking about? What was I going to say? South Africa. Oh, yeah. If you've been in like, I don't know. If any of you have any of you been to Johannesburg in South Africa? I see. If any of you have been to South Africa and in Johannesburg, it is wild. That place is like a different planet, right? Like I'm from Australia. It's pretty nice here, right? Generally pretty low crime rates, pretty safe, beautiful country. Johannesburg is like, you cannot walk down the street. You cannot leave like a compound. What you do is you start from one like encampment with like barbed wire around it, and you get in like a vehicle and you travel across the road to like a shopping center or somewhere else. And then you get out in another place with like guards and like, you know, like walls and an encampment and stuff. Like that's how the city works. You don't go for a run in the morning. You don't walk down the street to like buy a coffee. It's like a different world. Like another thing, right? In Australia, like we go and get petrol or gas or whatever for our car. We go to the petrol station, that's what we call it, and we get out and we fill up our car with petrol or gas if you're US, and then we pay and then we go. You don't do that in Johannesburg. You drive up, you keep your doors locked. They have like people at the station which fill up your car for you, and then you pay those people and then you go. Like you don't get out of the car. Apparently that's not a thing. It's like that's unheard of. Which is like, I was like, what is this place? And they're like, you don't walk out. Like we have facilities for that. Like you stay within these like particular compounds, right? You can't even get gas unless you pay first. In the US, you've got to pay before you get the gas. You don't even have the option of like of filling up your car. At least in Australia, you can still you fill it up until, you know, however much you want, and then you wander inside and you pay. Like we've still got that level of trust here in Australia. But yeah, like in Joburg, it's, you know, like don't even get out of the car. Like I don't trust myself enough to get out of the car. It's crazy. Yeah, we don't. I use credit cards on gas, prepay. Yeah, we just fill up however much you want, go inside, pay. Crazy. Like I don't know if we even have a prepay thing. I think some stations have, like, you can pay by card at the gas terminal thing. Like you don't even need to go in. You don't prepay. You pay afterwards. And you pay at the Bowser or whatever it is, the gas Bowser. Thanks pandas. I'll check it out after I get through some of this stuff. And adjust based on what you actually use. Yeah, and this is the other thing I've noticed as well. Like US has a really interesting like card paying system thing where like you put the hold on it and then you charge like an amount later, even for like tips and stuff. You're fine, pandas. I like doing a one play test of your game every time I stream. after I get through other stuff, I do need to get through this Made by Google video though.
We were just chatting about Pixel's new highlight.
I want to see my glasses.
Think you can help us show everyone how it works?
Tony, I'm way ahead of you. Let's try this out.
Oh, this is live demo time.
It's
Okay.
live demo time. Let's go.
Green.
And there it is, the new highlight. Even when my phone is on silent, I know an international music sensation is calling me. Sorry, Peggy, I can't talk right now.
I understand.
So that's highlight. Sometimes it's the simplest features that are the most powerful. Peggy, who will you highlight?
I would say my most important color is my mom, and her favorite color is purple, so she's gonna be purple. When Mama wants to talk, Mama wants to talk.
Well, Highlight is available globally on the Pixel 11 Pro and Pro Fold.
That's amazing. Wait.
It's a light. Why can't this just be available on like any, like, is that other phones can't do like the Pixel 10 series can't do like muted lights? Like, why can't this just be available on every phone? Why do you need a Pixel 11 Pro for it? Like this has a light capability. Can I not do like dim? Can I not turn surely I can turn the torch down. Like I've got a torch. Can I turn it down? Yes. Why can't? But I can't turn it down that much. I can't make it like super muted. The lowest I can go is like this. And then max strength is like this. Min strength is like this. I don't know. I don't know. Surely, I don't know. Surely there can be a way to put this on old phones. Yeah, Morse code. Like you could just do a little like pulse or something. Like why not? I don't know. Why does this need to be a Pixel 11 Pro exclusive thing?
You said that was for calling.
Oh yeah, on a Pixel, you can adjust your torch strength. There's a little thing for it. A little thing for it. You see that? You can drag it up and down. Whee! Like that, I think. At least on a Pixel. I don't know about all phones, but this one can.
Well, as you can imagine, we'll be adding more capabilities to highlight over time, like message notifications from your closest people. So hope that helps.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the demo, but can I just say, Peggy and Tony, I feel like you could have answered that call. That was weird.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have understood. You could have answered the phone, and then we could. But now we just sat here, and then you declined it, and then she attacked like it was natural, but it wasn't. But the feature was great. The feature was great. The interaction was weird, but the feature's great. All right, it's time for us to check in with Kenny, who's hanging out across the river in Brooklyn. He's going to show us how Pixel Camera can help us capture the moment and stay in the moment. Take it away, Kenny.
Brooklyn Bridge Park with the camera.
Thanks, Trevor. I'm coming live to you from Brooklyn Bridge Park. And I'm plugged in here so I can show you something kind of cool. Okay, so first, Pixel Camera has always been known for breakthrough camera features that help you get that perfect shot, no matter what. Not enough light in the scene.
Do you reckon the guys playing basketball in the background are Googlers? None of them seem very interested with them like taking the camera.
No problem.
Normally people are like looking like, what's going
Too
on?
far away.
These guys seem completely unfazed.
Want to be in the shot instead of just taking it? You've got AdMe. Pixel 11 Pro has our best camera yet. And this year, we're going even further to help you get that shot with a new mode called Magic Capture. It's available globally on every Pixel 11 phone. And to show you how it works, let me introduce you to a couple of my friends.
Sir.
YouTube sensation Jesser.
Hey, what up, made by Google? What's poppin', Bucket Squad?
And college basketball superstar Juju Watkins.
What's up? What are we showing off today, Kenny?
Okay, what if I told you there's a new way to quickly grab great photos and a video at the same time so you can experience the moment without being glued to your phone?
Okay, I love it already. Can you show us how it works?
Why we're doing celebrities for the tech releases, so that people watch, because no one gives a shit about, not normal people, the people that you want watching these like releases, like don't watch unless you give them a reason to, and they'll watch it because they're like, oh, I know that person that I watch, and so they try and like bait normal people in. Tech people that already know about this tech aren't watching this for the same reason that like a normal person is. They're like, cool, new phone, right? We're like, but the megapixels are shit, right? Like, you know, they're trying to bridge the gap. that's the intention.
How about I show everyone and then you guys just do your thing?
Trying to make it go mainstream, which works quite well. Like, I don't know if you've watched any of the League of Legends like Worlds events where they'll get like, you know, name brand people to do the opening acts for the finals, whatever. But like League of Legends has been doing this for a long time and it's reasonably successful in terms of how it works for games. And so Google are like, we can do that. We can do that too. We can do it better. You know, like Riot got Imagine Dragons. They got Lil Nas X to do one of their performances. They made a K-pop group because K-pop was like quite popular for quite a long time. It works pretty well. And then, you know, people are like, oh, I just watch because I like the performances or whatever. Same thing for this. Like, oh, I know that YouTuber. I'll watch him. I don't know that YouTuber. I have no idea who he is, by the way. I'm like not that deep into social media. So if you can tell me who he is and if he's good, please.
Let's do it.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go. Okay. So hear me out. This is a once in a lifetime.
Put Linus Torvalds up there. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if like it was like Apple or someone that was like, yo, we got Linus Torvalds to like give us the like tick of approval. Just the name, right? Like people would be like, what? Why is Linus here? That would be hilarious.
I'm on a basketball court in the middle of Brooklyn for some reason, about to watch Juju Watkins put on a show. I obviously want proof that I was here, but I also want to experience all of this with my eyes and not through my phone screen. So check this out. I just point my phone to the action, open up camera, start Magic Capture, and Pixel does the rest. It's going to find the most compelling moments in the scene and then turn them into photos for me. All right, let's do it.
Okay, Juju, I'm thinking we do the classic Jab step,
Hey.
one dribble pull up, I'll get your rebound.
I got you.
Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. We love it. Smooth as butter. Okay, okay.
We gotta see one more.
I got you.
One more. Okay, there we go.
Let's go.
Let me see you drive to the basket now. Let's see that.
Actually, I want to see what Jesper's got.
I like his long ass cord.
Okay, Jester. Okay, Jester, you have one job. Don't mess this up. You ready?
I won't mess this up. Layup is easy.
Hey.
Okay, you got up there. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's go.
That was kind of
That was
tough.
tough, Kenny.
It was a travel, but it was tough. It was
that
good.
a travel?
Yeah, I don't make the rules, but it was 2 steps. I don't get it.
Talking about.
So typically, Magic Capture looks through around 400 different frames to find those perfect moments when everyone is looking at the camera or the action is like at its peak.
Okay.
Because I feel like they already do this with like keyframes, but is it
Okay.
better? Like, do you get all of the photos and the videos at the same time?
I know they're gonna be great. I guarantee it. Ooh, we got some good ones. We got some really good ones. First off, phenomenal. The jump shot, the city in the background, the
I mean,
pixel watch popping. Okay, we like that.
I feel like this technology exists. It's not like you can't take, fucking keyframes and freeze frames from a video, but a photo will give you a better quality than a video. A video is like doing a lot of the between frames and compression stuff and whatever, all of that jazz. And so having specific frames, if you can just take a video of something and it gives you a set of photos that are, if you were like a photographer and you'd been like waiting for the right photo, phenomenal, right? The good thing about Pixel is that it hasn't ever used the best hardware, but with its software, it's a compelling enough offer that you can take a photo and it just looks good, right? People are always touted how good the Pixel software is. So if it can do that with video, if you can just be like, I'm not going to take pictures anymore, I'm just going to take a video of this thing I'm watching, and then you get a bunch of high quality photos out of that, that's phenomenal, right? That's phenomenal. That just makes it more accessible to the average punter. And let me tell you, I love being the average punter when I can be, right? I love having a Pixel phone and pointing my photo like camera at stuff and taking a picture and being like, that looks pretty good, right? I love being able to be average whenever I can be. And so if this lets me be even more average and get more out of it, which is kind of the promise of what AI, you can be as average as hell and get a good answer about something. And then you can not know how to code in a particular language at all and then go into a full project in it. Being able to do stuff when you're average AF is it's liberating. It's liberating. And so if this can do the same thing with photos, yeah, I'm all for it.
Okay, Juju, we see you. Okay,
I'm all for it.
That's fire.
I love being average.
That's amazing.
It's awesome.
Okay,
That's
now,
awesome.
Let's see, Jester. Let's see it. You got up there. Okay, you did it.
Dunk.
Gemini, make me dunk.
You know,
do that?
AI only can do so much. We're still
do you
working on
mean,
it.
bro?
It's
It
an
can
evolving
do that.
technology. But one of my favorites I like is this. The point
Fire.
at the skyline, the
Yeah, it's pretty good.
behind you, the bucket squad shirt.
That's
this
me
is
pointing at you when I dunk on
Magic
never
capture.
happened. This is literally never happened. We can go right. Okay. Anyway,
You can see it does the AI thing to enhance it as well. And so they're both it's they're just combining keyframing a video and pulling out specific frames that it thinks looks good by whatever metrics, but it's doing a pretty good job of recognizing what those are, and then it post processes them and enhances them as well to make them look like actual photos.
I got all
That's
these
pretty
shots while
good,
staying
you know?
in them.
Hey,
Again,
that's what it's all about.
that's
Juju,
that's
so
a
much for helping me show off
a
Magic
reachable
Capture.
tech. That's
And
a
back to you, Trevor.
Yo, thank you so much for that.
that's a
live
useful
demo
technology
happening
for the average
in Brooklyn.
person.
That's amazing. Thank you for putting Magic Capture to the test out there. Next up, we're going to be taking a quick trip to Paris with international cricketer and one of the world's premier top order batters, Shubman Gill.
It's a pity that I don't play cricket. Don't know anything about cricket.
Gemini, what's on my schedule today?
Your schedule is completely clear for today.
Is there a local cricket scene?
In the broader Paris region, the more formal cricket scene is organized.
What about gully cricket?
Take ball cricket is much more common in the Paris region.
Where can I play?
The Sarcey Cricket Club is based nearby and competes in local leagues.
Oh, perfect. Let's go.
Okay, I'm pulling out directions to Sarcey Cricket Club.
This neighborhood looks cool.
You're in the 10th hour on this mall.
Anything that I'd like in this area?
There's a well-known Indian restaurant nearby.
Do they have butter chicken?
Yes, locals seem to love it.
Those models work great on phones. Yeah, true. Like Google is still like got the best models for on-device AI. Like they have, their strategy is very different from Frontier Labs, but the bits where they are like running that strategy, it's pretty impressive what they've been able to pull off. Like having a model of any size that can run entirely on a Pixel phone is wild, right? Yeah, 100%. Like for the model size, what it can do on a phone is ridiculous. Like what timeline are we living in? How can we have an LLM on a phone? It's an SLM, right? We're gonna run ads for 5 seconds. We'll run ads. The automatic ads are gonna run for a minute or so. So I'm gonna chill and let them run and finish watching this cricket video. I am curious though, in terms of what they like. Yeah, what Indian restaurant doesn't have butter chicken? Butter chicken isn't like an Indian thing though. Like, I feel butter chicken's like a UK invention or something, right? Where did butter chicken come from? Oh no, Delhi, late 90s and 40s, Moti Mahal, Punjabi Hindu. Oh, it is. Is it popularized? Was it popularized somewhere else? Unsold tandoori chicken with dry out. Chefs mixed it with butter, spices, and cream to make it juicy again. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Popularized globally by South Asian diaspora, exploding in popularity across US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. So they came up with it in Peshawar in Pakistan, migrated to Delhi, but it became popular in other countries because they were like, damn, this is good. And they'd prefer that over other things. I know that I am, you know, if I am in the mood for Indian, I'm in the mood for like butter chicken and garlic and cheese naan, right? Like I'm in the mood for some non-spicy, non-traditional, not like dosi or like a vindaloo or anything. I'm like, nah, give me that like tomato, creamy, chickeny, garlicky, buttery goodness, man. Butter chicken first appeared in print as a house specialty at the upscale Gaylord Indian restaurant in Manhattan, New York in 1975. My favorite restaurant of all. Gaylord, you say? Sounds delicious. My favorite Indian restaurant ran out of flatbread, but didn't want me posting a bad review and made me sign a non-disclosure. You could stay, Ian. You could stay. A non-disclosure agreement. That's awesome.
You mind if I play some cricket with you? Yes.
All right, everybody. I'm now joined by Stephanie from the Pixel product team. Stephanie, a few years ago, when we started seeing AI on devices, if we're honest about this, if we're really honest, it was this cool promise, but most of the features were like, it can help you make a picture. It can help you write a poem. And it was things that were cool for demos, but it wasn't anything that people would actually use in their everyday life. I've now heard that today you're going to show us some real magic.
Definitely. I've got everyday magic for you.
Everyday magic. All right, Stephanie, show us what they can do.
Could do more for you. Magically cross things off your to-do list. We're all so incredibly busy. We've all got our stuff going on.
So like, it can do things for me. Like how much can it do for me? Like everything? Can I do nothing at all?
So we designed Pixel for Gemini Intelligence. So let me show you. Say a friend texts me about going to a birthday party next week.
Sounds fun.
It is. So here you can see.
This shit annoys me. This shit annoys me to no end. When Google adds like features, they'll add it in like Google messaging. So like the Google Messages app, if you're like text messaging people, it'll add like its things on automatically suggesting, oh, I can add it to your calendar. It can do these things, right? Makes sense. They integrate it into like the Google product surface. But I don't use text messages like at all, like ever. I want this on other things, right? Like I only get to use Gmail for like personal stuff. Like in an office space, it's like an Outlook or whatever. Like, and so they add all of these features into a place that I don't use and never will. I'm like, put them somewhere else. Put them in like, I don't know, like make it a general purpose capability, or I could use it with WhatsApp or something, or like put your AI magic anywhere else.
The text thread.
I'm sure if you're like dialed into the Google ecosystem and use Google Business or Google Workspace, if you like work at Google, you get like a lot more use out of this stuff. But it just pisses me off because like my like standard messaging surfaces are just never in like the Google Messages app.
Typically, when you are going to RSVP to something like this, you'd have to go through your text.
I don't know if they solve it with this release, but this has just been a gripe of mine with like Google releasing features into this space.
Now, it's all here. Pixel's pulled it all together right in the text thread. I've got my schedule right here, and I can just press, and it looks like I can go, which is awesome. And so I'll press Let's Free, or that I can go, and press Send.
Okay, so it's looking at your calendar. It goes, you are free. It suggested the calendar first. You then selected the calendar. It then said you were free. You said, yes, I'm free. And it's put, okay, got it.
It's all right there, and it even lets me add it to my calendar so I don't forget to go.
Oh, I love that. You know, because it's like less app switching, less getting distracted, leaving friends hanging. Because sometimes I'll go to one app and then like go off and live a whole new life. So my ADHD thanks you.
Exactly, and you're gonna love this even more if you like that. So you can even get those helpful notifications right on your Pixel Watch. So a friend just texted me, which is great, and I can just scroll down with my fingers.
Wait, what the? How is she scrolling? What?
An answer for me that it's pulled right from my calendar. And I don't even need to pick up my other hand. I can just pinch to select that reply and send.
Oh, that's slick.
It's super cool.
Oh, that's slick. Okay.
Is this the gesture? Did they add this into like old watches too?
Let's not stop there.
How do you
So like
how do you
Nick
access
mentioned
this?
Earlier, your phone can now handle all kinds of digital tasks and chores for you under your control. So my family and I were visiting New York City this week, and we always love to go to some of our
How do you enable
favorite
this?
spots and get.
This is on old watches?
So let me just ask Gemini to help with the details.
Okay.
Also, like if you look at her doing it, it didn't seem to work the first time. Look at this.
So a friend just texted me, which is great, and I can just scroll down
So she squeezes her fingers,
with my fingers.
although she had to do it a couple of times for it to pick it up. Wouldn't that be annoying? Like, what if you did that and you weren't expecting it, and then it like starts scrolling and clicking things and like dialing him up? Makes me think of this Cracker Milk, Cracker Milk water on your phone video. As an Australian, you got to rep the Australians, man.
You're breaking up with me?
What? No, I'm not breaking up with you.
I just got your text. You said you don't want to do this anymore.
I spilled water on my phone, so it's a mistake.
This is what you get when you start doing the watch.
But we're past that.
You cheated on me 3 times?
Oh, baby, don't be such a fucking bitch about it.
Multiple bomb threats have now been sent to every elementary school in America. Reports say that
This is what happens if you start enabling these gestures in my
this
mind.
woman from Brisbane, Australia.
Get down on the ground! Get down on the ground, you fucking terrorist!
No. I just put some water on my phone. I just put the water on my phone!
Bullshit, I'm taking the shot.
Man, these guys kill me. I love them. I love Cracker
And
Milk.
it has an answer.
That's what I'm imagining. That's what I'm imagining when she's doing the pinching.
that it's pulled right from my calendar. And I don't even need to pick up my other hand. I can just pinch to select that reply and send.
Oh, that's slick.
It's super cool.
Oh, that's slick.
All right.
Super cool.
Pinch and send.
But let's not stop there. So like Rick mentioned earlier, your phone can now handle all kinds of digital tasks and chores for you under your control. So my family and I were visiting New York City this week, and we always love to go to some of our favorite spots and get dinner. So let me just ask Gemini to help with the details.
Okay.
Book a table for 3 next Wednesday at 8 p.m. at Serafina in Meatpacking on OpenTable. So now Gemini's on it. It's going to start by going to Google Maps to find that right restaurant location, and then go to OpenTable to make the reservation.
Yeah, but okay. Okay, so that looks good, but now how do I know it won't go rogue on me? So I go like, oh, get me a table at this place, and then it ships me a table from a furniture store or something. How do I know it won't do that?
It'll do pretty much everything but hit pay. Hitting confirm is up to me, and then I'm done. So now I'm not glued to my phone. I can just relax and hang out with my family. I'm not stuck to my phone making plans. And you can already automate.
So they're running. Are they running that agentic lookup on Gemma E2B? Like, is that running locally? I mean, very cool if it is, and very cool if it works well. But like, is that what we're looking at?
Everything from restaurant reservations, retail, travel, and even
But yeah, that's not hard. Like, as long as you got an MCP call for it, you can do that with.
I love that idea. It's just like book the restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. You barely need AI. You need something that can
It's really
like
just magic.
It really is. When
do like 3 tool calls and like not mess
Come
up
on,
too
Trevor.
badly.
That's the fun part. Gemini does the tedious stuff for you.
All right, maybe in a few years' time. Eat my food, phone. Eat my food, one step at a time. Yeah. Stephanie, thank you so much. And thanks for doing a live demo. This is great. It's happening in front of us right now.
I know.
So the Pixel can order my groceries. It can book my travel, help me book it.
Tools built in for those
What
apps.
else can Gemini Intelligence do?
It has tools built in for those apps, and what happens when you hit a tool that it doesn't like support yet? Or like, how extensible is it? Like, do you have like a set list of apps or whatever that have like, you know, got Google partnerships that support this stuff? What if you want to develop your own? What if you want like Gemma locally to call something else, right? Like for instance, one of the things that I do if I am actually being weight conscious is I track like what I eat, and it's way more efficient to get like GPT or Gemini to estimate the calories in something, or do a web search and read the nutritional values, and then do a tool call to like log it, right? Like compared to using like an app where you gotta like go and enter in a bunch of information. CBF. And so I do that right now, and it works reasonably well, but like if I wanted to log from like my phone, I'd need to go and like set up an MCP server and then plug in an AI chat tool into that MCP server so that I can like log to that MCP, which I can do if I'm like doing Codex remote control. But it'd be cool to be able to use Gemini on the phone to be able to do that even easier. And then from your phone, it could make that tool call locally, log to the app, and then great, awesome, right? So that's what I want the ability to do. But is it extensible like that right now, or how hard is it to extend it like that? That's like an interesting developer question.
Well, let's find out with Joel. Thanks, Stephanie.
Thank you.
What's going on, Joel? What's up, Trevor?
You can build a tool for Gemma to hook in.
Good
Can
to see
you?
you again. I'm here. Here we are.
How hard is it to do
demo.
that?
So, Joel, tell me your story, man. What's your story?
We should look it
So
up.
I'm on the Gemini
We should see what the
team
dev
here at Google,
API is for it.
And quick fun fact, actually, you and I grew up in the same town in South Africa, and I remember watching some of your stand-ups back home when we were both much, much younger.
Wait, is that like a real thing, or are you just saying that because we're here?
Oh, no, I never lie. Never.
This is, so for real, where in South Africa?
I'm for real, for real.
Where, no, but where then? Where?
Johannesburg, South Africa.
Where in Johannesburg?
Everywhere from Hillbrow to Fourways.
Yo, this man's legit. What?
I am very legit.
Are you being serious?
I am very legit.
Oh, damn. I thought this was like a corporate thing. Okay.
No,
I thought this was like a corporate thing.
In New York City? I'm loving this, man. This is fantastic. Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, honestly, this is it's pretty surreal.
This is fantastic. I thought you were going to be like, we grew up in the same place and you owe me money. That's how
We grew up in the same place and you owe me
from the
money.
conversations that we're having here today, it seems like Pixel
Protection
Gemini
money.
Intelligence makes everything easier. I'm not going to lie, selfishly, and I'm sure some people will join me on this, my biggest pet peeve is typing. Can it fix typing? Typing sucks.
Oh, man. First of all, I could not agree more. I actually find that talking to my Pixel is a much more natural way to communicate.
Yeah, it's
Talking to your Pixel is. I'm really your third cousin. I'm here to right the wrongs your family has done. Slaps him. Will Smith style. Can we do this in 1.5x? Yeah, I agree. They talk way too slowly for way too long. I do like the oh my god, we're in the same city. But yeah, let's put this. Oh, I could go up to 4 times. Bit fast. All right, 1.5 times.
Accent, right? Right? You talk to your phone, but then you have to start speaking like a robot and enunciate carefully, or the phone cannot
Again,
understand you.
I feel like the Made by Google events are not for the techies. Like, we'll just read the release notes. Can try the Google Edge Gallery app to test out E4B. I've tried it out, but I haven't tried it out making tool calls. So I should probably give tool calls a go in E4B and see if I could do that myself.
The Pixel is already the fastest and most accurate voice input on the phone. And today, it's getting even better. You mind if I show you? Okay, let's do it. All right. This is going to be fun. Okay, so my mom is a huge fan of yours. Would you mind if we send her a text message? She would go absolutely ballistic.
Oh, that's how you know times have changed. People used to be like, I'm a huge fan. Now they say my mom is a huge fan. Ooh, time to wrap it up, Trevor. Time to wrap it up.
Time to wrap it up. Because my mom's a huge fan of you.
All right, so here you go. So you're just going to hit the little microphone icon on the keyboard and then speak freely. You're doing this. And then speak freely like a normal conversation.
Wait, so are you guys seeing the screen with me? I'm controlling. Oh, damn, that's me.
Oh, yeah?
No, because I always watch these and then I always wondered, like, is it the person? But then they always do, like, smooth things. Sorry. Okay, let's go. Hold on. Let's do this properly. Okay, sorry, what were you saying I must do? You said I must?
Oh, so just hit the little microphone icon on the keyboard.
Okay, got it.
And then speak freely. Yeah.
And then what, I just send...
Well, say it first and then we'll double check what you said before.
Yeah, but like, okay, but now, no, because I've heard about this. Is this the Rambler feature?
This is it.
Okay, so now, from how I understand, I can speak normally.
100% normal.
I can, like, pause, I can do random things. Yep. I can even go backwards and change my mind.
You can do whatever you want.
All right, let's do this. Okay, let's go. Hey, this is Trevor Noah. I'm on stage right now with your son. No, wait, your amazing son. We're at MBG, the Made by Google event. Actually, call it the Made by Google show. That's more fun. Anyway, just wanted to say hi from a fellow South African who loves his mom.
Okay, and... Oh, there you go.
Hey, this is Trevor Noah on stage. Yo!
Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. AI-powered transcription with like editing and whatever, and so it'll like do a full format of what you were trying to say. Good. Maybe this feature lands and hits. Maybe it doesn't. But the fact that they're putting time into thinking about it and building this out is good, because this is where I would want more, more tech. This is this is the whole talking to your computer, like for voice controlled codecs or whatever, but like just bringing it to phones. Like I already use probably the microphone to like reply to messages and do stuff on my phone, like far more in the past couple of months than I ever have before. So if they're, making that smarter and better with AI, good.
And technically what just happened is your phone understood what you meant, not just what you said. So it made sense of all those those moments where you change your mind.
Right, yeah.
Essentially all these natural parts of how you speak. Now on that old phone of yours, you'd have to go back, clean all that up. And on the Pixel, you can just send it as is.
Okay.
Should I send it? I think we should, but I heard you love heart emojis.
Who did you get this from?
Is that out yet? Can I use that now?
I'll show you another little trick. Add a heart hands emoji. And there you have it.
Oh, that is my vibe.
No,
my skin tone.
not yet.
That's really cool.
No, that's right. And it knows how to write too. This new voice typing is rolling out globally starting today, and it's right in the Pixel keyboard. So you can use it anywhere on your phone.
Wait, is it?
Now, I told my mom that I had a surprise for her, so I'm really hoping she's awake.
Oh, she texted back. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, let's see. Wow. Vraiment cool. That's a French. Je ne vais pas français.
I'll be honest, I really expected her to be asleep because she loves her sleep. But she's watching. What did you say? Okay, so first and foremost, like a lot of people, my mom and I typically chat in multiple languages. I speak 5 languages, and
That's weird to brag about. No, it's like it's unnecessary to just say it. Like I speak 6, but I don't say that. You know what I mean? I don't say that. You just speak them or you don't. And I don't speak French. So what did your mom say in the text?
Okay. First of all, I wasn't making this a competition. I was just saying I speak 5 languages. You came out with I speak 6 languages. Okay.
That's not how I sounded, but okay, I'm glad the keyboard understands me better than you.
That's how I hear you.
What did your mom say?
How do we get this feature? I want this feature.
Don't worry about it.
I want to play with this voice typing. I don't have it yet.
And your phone switches languages wherever you do, without having to adjust your settings or type.
Yeah, man, they pause in this stuff for a while. Skip. All right, voice typing. Let's go to the next one.
That lets your Pixel understand American Sign Language. We're developing it with the deaf and hard of hearing community, and it's in its early days, but you can now.
All right, sign language. Okay, all right. This demo is kind of cool.
I'd love to learn more about your work as an actor. How do you connect so deeply with the audience, and what role does language play in that connection?
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yo, that's kind of cool.
Thank you for having me here. As an actor, the best way to share feelings is through
That's kind of cool.
Rely on the raw expression of ASL and human connection.
I mean...
Yes, that raw connection is everything. And technology should capture that, not flatten it. It lets you communicate in your native language without anything getting lost in translation.
Many people don't realize that ASL is my first language. Therefore, when I act, read, or type, it requires ASL.
You speak sign language, but it's translating to English, which is not right. Used to be fluent in high school. So you can watch this and be like, I know what they're saying. That's crazy.
What I see so far is a good start. This phone understands my one-handed and two-handed signing, and it can recognize my facial expressions for grammar and tone.
And what's this experience like for you?
It helps me every day.
How?
I don't worry about how I can communicate. I can just be myself and fully express myself now.
I only know New Zealand Sign Language.
And that's what technology at its best should do. Let you.
Oh, because they do have different dialects of sign language, right? Interesting.
I'm honored to be here. This demo is great, and I'm excited about the impact this technology will have on the world.
That's cool. That is pretty cool.
And that's how it works. Sign to text.
NZ and Oz are
for
based
American
on British Sign Language. Oh, because there's American Sign Language as well.
Avoid distractions and take things off our plate. Next, let's see how Pixel Watch helped one man find his stride again.
Running for me, it's something that I was never able to do as a kid. I was 3, and that's when they first discovered a congenital heart block. Every other kid played t-ball, and these bonding moments, I missed out on those. But as an adult, I got a new pacemaker. And
Yeah, true. Sign language translation? That would be a cool demo. Like letting an ASL and a BSL like kind of like communicate with each other. That would be cool.
First time in my life, I could run.
Kara
I
Technologies
never planned
working on
this,
that.
It just kind of happened one day.
That's cool.
My wife and I both happened to have the day off of work, and we said, let's go to the Hollywood Bowl and run the stairs.
Come on, Buttercup, almost there.
It just snowballed. And now it's a run club with over 100 people.
Come on, man. Did you hear my voice? Clap twice.
It's the people that I love and the friends that I've made over the years that really mean a lot to me.
Do those push-ups well.
But a year ago, I didn't know if I'd ever run those steps again. I was sitting on the couch, and that is like the last clear memory I have. When you survive a cardiac arrest, the hardest part about coming back isn't the physical, it's the mental. I thought Saturday surgery was over, and the thought of losing that was really hard on me.
English translation is not the same thing as the sign. Yeah.
And after a lot of research, I picked up the Pixel Watch. Being able to keep an eye on my sleep and my activity
It's like it doesn't have a perfect translation. Exactly. You like kind of get the vibe of it.
So it lets me know if I'm ready to do another hard workout. Returning to Saturday Stairs was almost like I
Must be hard being like a sign interpreter if it's like imprecise because you got to like do the whole like translating into what the intention behind the meaning is.
My wife and now my son too. It's taking me back to the person I was before my accident.
Hello, everyone.
It's like I have a friend that works at TikTok and they've got translators because they've got like, you know, a lot of like Chinese, but then people that were like work in English as well. And so they've got very good translators that can sit in meetings and like translate between everything that's happening on the meeting. And they'll talk about like, oh, you know, this person going off on a tangent about this. And they've got to know enough about the terms to like translate into what they actually mean when they're like talking in a meeting. And I'm like, that's got to be hard. That's like a lot more than, that's not just translating like the words that people are saying live. It's like capturing the intention and like, you know, going through and, you know, capturing what they're trying to get across. That would be hard. Hey, Cowboy Man 900, thanks for following.
I'm Sandeep, and I lead the wearables team at Google. Today's announcements bring medicine and technology together in a big
Crazy.
way. So we need a real doctor. For that, I'm here with my colleague, Dr. Jacqueline Tribadi.
Thanks, Sandeep. I am absolutely thrilled to be here today. I'm a practicing cardiologist, and I lead our clinical team at Google. And together, we're building state-of-the-art tools designed to make it easier to stay on top of your health and wellness.
Today, we are extremely excited to announce new Health Guardian features on Pixel Watch 5. It's a breakthrough set of features designed to give you more visibility into
Health Guardian features,
insulin resistance trends, blood pressure trends,
insulin resistance trends, blood pressure trends, breathing emergency detection. Do you think I can make a living with AI? For sure. Absolutely. I think AI is just going to, more and more, I'm seeing people that prefer AI to be part of like another role, right? Like they want you to be like a video creator or something that can use AI tools to do some of the video creation process. It's less about like, can you just use AI to do stuff, but can you combine it with other things to, and like know how these tool works. AI is just a tool. You can for sure be good at using that tool to do things and know that the place that that tool fits in. 100%. I think you'll like the importance is what you bring along with AI, like how you can, 100%. As Zanar says, as always, it's about solving a problem. Can you use AI to solve a problem? Like, can you combine your own experience with the things that AI are good at to together solve problems in a reasonable way, right? That's the promise of AI as a tool, but AI has weaknesses and things it sucks at. I was talking a little bit before about like the video editing process and how it's still very annoying. I'd love to be able to say, AI, like edit this video and get me publication ready like shorts. Just do everything, right? But its judgment is still terrible with video editing. Like it doesn't make good decisions on what, you know, pieces of content you should include or what the style that you want to get across is or what a good story is. It does do other things very well though. Like it can turn voice into text extremely well. It can burn in transcripts. It can do some of the cutting and isolate areas of what you're talking about. So it can do some of that, like some of the editing process, but not everything. You need to still know where its limits are and know what you're bringing to the table and then be able to combine them in a reasonable way. And can you make a living with that? Absolutely. That's still value to society, the same as anything else is, right? It's like accounting. Is there value being an accountant at all, or can you let AI do all of it for you? No, because there's still judgment and there's still things that, you know, you're guaranteeing when you're doing an accounting role. Can it accelerate your job if you use AI well? Yes, and that's how you turn it into making a living. You're still bringing domain expertise, you're bringing a guarantee, you're bringing accountability, you still own the product, the thing that you're releasing, right? There is still money in ownership. In fact, all of the money is still in ownership, in a guarantee. That you are saying that this is high quality. AI may be part of that process, and more it probably will be, but like your ownership of some product is still the thing that's valuable, right? That's how I'd say you're going to make money in any profession.
Breathing emergency detection.
Health Guardian features can help you catch the subtle shifts in your health before they escalate into bigger issues and protect you during emergencies when it matters most. And all of this works in the background, giving you the peace of mind to live your life.
So now, and you want to hear this, Pixel Watch 5 is the first and the only smartwatch to track insulin resistance trends. And it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. It is monumental for your metabolism. Insulin resistance is the earliest sign that your body is struggling to pull energy from food. And for your day. Yes, blood pressure.
Okay, some health things. This is going to be very interesting if you've got like exposure to these health things, like if you've dealt with insulin resistance at all, or insulin's this whole thing in like diabetes management, right? Like all blood pressure. Or, you know, if you've lost your pulse before, you're like, man, this would be really useful. And you'd want it to be like pretty accurate to depend on it. I am less interested.
Pixel Watch 5 can detect when your oxygen levels drop too low, call emergency services, and share your
I mean, it's nice that I can detect when you stop breathing. I'm like, good, make it better. And then, hey, if it increases my likelihood of not dying, great.
Absolutely.
Please work well when I need it to. But I'm not watching the presentation for that.
I'm thrilled to be joined today by US Olympian Shari Hawkins.
I know, and using it
for everyone.
All right, skip. Precision performance, Google Watch stuff.
Help you improve your training.
Okay, so I didn't make the team in 2016, and then I just missed it again at the 2020 Olympics. So once I started training with a Fitbit in 2021, I knew what changes I needed to make to my training, and making those changes, that's what actually made me make the Olympic team in 2024 on my third attempt at 33 years old, which actually makes me one of the oldest American heptathletes to ever compete at the Olympics. Wow. Yeah. No, it really is.
That's cool. Good on her.
You know exactly what you're doing so that you can remain like strong and competitive.
Yeah.
Oh man, is 33 old? Man. Oh man, not long to go. Not long to go, chat. I think I'm Uncle already. Well, what could you do?
How important accurate data is for me. So during my career, I have made a USA team by a single centimeter. So that's what we mean when we say that every 1% counts. It really does. Using data from my wrist, it really helps me strike that precision between training and recovery.
Yeah.
Cries in Jurassic Park. Hey, don't worry. AI will solve immortality for sure within the next 5 to 10 years, and then we're all going to live until like 600 years old. You know, that's the dream of AGI, surely. Surely.
That's actually why we upgraded Pixel Watch 5 with our most accurate sleep tracking yet when compared to clinical gold standards.
Yeah, I mean, I talk about recovery with my coaches before every single practice. And okay, so I have 6 coaches, which is such a privilege, but sometimes I really do need fast and quick answers. And
6 coaches? I wouldn't mind having one.
I mean, my coaches and I, we're working with even better insights.
One coach would be kind of nice.
The Google Health Coach adapts to you, and it adapts to your life too. Like,
it's more than 0.
I noticed that I didn't get great sleep, which isn't surprising. I've got a newborn at home. But it was also a super hot day. I was set to go out for a long run, and the coach put that all together and was able to proactively change out my workout for some indoor yoga instead. And honestly, it was exactly what I needed to recover and stay cool.
No, honestly, I change my recovery and my routines all the time. Because I'm always asking myself, okay, how do I get better? How do I get faster? And the answer is not always going to be more running. I mean, for me, strength training is huge. You want to build that power, but you also want to prevent injury.
Totally. Yeah. And everyone can benefit from strength training, but it can be so hard to know where to start.
Yeah.
But the Google Health Coach can actually proactively build strength workouts that are tailored to you. Actually, let's check this out. This morning, I asked the coach to build me a 30-minute workout that I could do.
So I like the vibes of, again, I like the vision. I like having this always on coach. I don't know if you've like had this, when you wake up and it's like, hey, you slept well tonight. You can, you can do more. Like you could do a harder session today, or did you want to do this? And it has some memory. Like I like the vision of what this can do. The problem is that Google is not building good AI, and so I would prefer to not use this to go and talk to like ChatGPT Soul instead, because I trust its judgment more than Gemini's out-of-date AI. Like, just make it better. Just make it better. Sorry, PC crashed. Your PC punished you for asking about how AI could help you make loads of money. Like, screw you, how dare you think about AI, I've got to sleep.
Just dumbbells. And it built a workout that's completely personalized to me. It set my sets, reps, weights. It even remembered that I have a shoulder injury and selected exercises that were safe for that too.
If Google could hurry up and release better models, I'd be very appreciative.
And once the workout begins, I can actually see helpful information like how to do the
make some YouTube videos with AI, but it's not enough. How would you start? I also wanted to create a program, but I wouldn't know what people want and how to sell. I mean, look, I generally would start just by starting to get familiar with what it can do and building stuff, right? I would 100% start with Codex and get a little like $30 subscription, download it, which is the main thing that you want to do, and see what it can actually build for you, what it can do for you, some of the automation, some of the things it can do. A lot of people are still using AI like, how can I do this? And just using it in chat mode. The main thing is use it as like a desktop app if you're not already, and start. So you want to go into, where is it? Profile settings, help, downloads, or download apps. So under help in ChatGPT, under download apps, you've got the ChatGPT for desktop app, right? Which will open up this program. And then this is where you get it to actually make stuff, right? And this, and as Zanar says, you can get it to make you anything, including things like education resources. Get it to make you like a learning portal for the things that you are interested in learning about, right? So, you can just talk to this naturally. I'd put it in Codex mode rather than ChatGPT mode, because then it's actually going to build stuff for you on your on your computer, which is where it becomes powerful, because then it can start actually doing things and taking actions like analyzing data or doing video editing, cutting things, clipping things. But you want it to teach you as you're going, because it opens you up to this massive world of like knowledge, and you'll start learning very, very quickly. You can use Claude as well. Claude will absolutely also do like the things that Codex will do. It will just like Codex gives you more usage for less, so it's a little bit better for the price to usage trade-off at the moment. But Claude and Codex and ChatGPT in general are in like hot competition. I am mostly using Codex at the moment. You go in and you say, you choose a folder, you'll create a like little project folder, and maybe your project is learning AI project tracker, something like that. Let's make it like that. And then you just choose it, project tracker. You choose it, you turn on voice, and you say, hey, my goal is, and this is where you give it the goal, right? You just go in and you say, hey, I want to start learning about different things that I can do with AI. And so I want to have a little like project tracker just so I can start like doing research, doing little projects and figuring out what possibilities I have, and then seeing what takes my interest and what I can lean into. So how can we do that together? And how do we do the research, and how do I get the most out of this? Tell me, and then help me build it. You know, you just start talking to it. It's better if you do describe your goals. So I very much endorse just talking to it naturally and giving it more context about who you are and what you want. And then that is actually better as a prompt, because it gives it more context around what Codex is trying to help you do, right? And so then it, starts thinking, starts going. Sol High is very smart. But if you're tracking your usage, it will go through your usage maybe a bit quicker. Terra, it's got Luna, Terra, Sol. Sol is the best one. Terra is the middle one. Luna is the cheapest one, but it will last forever and it can do a lot of like good tasks. I use Sol High for everything, Zanar. My only decision is whether I'm on high or extra high. And if I need to get through my usage quicker, fast. I think for starting a project, it's helpful to have Sol, because it's contextualizing a lot and doing a first pass. And then for continuing to use it, like using it then over time, I'd maybe downgrade to Terra, because it's hopefully going to like build on the better decisions that Sol made on the first round. So I generally do a first prompt at a smarter model and then maybe drop back. If you know what to tell it, or if you're giving it a bunch of context up front for it to work through what you need, in which case you kind of want to lean on like the better reasoning so it can like give you a more nuanced, better answer. I am on for this one, this is just a pro plan, so it's like $30 Australian a month. I've also got, for my personal, a $200 a month subscription, and then I've also got Claude, and then I've also got Alibaba for the Qwen 3.8 Max, which was wild yesterday. They reset credits a lot for Codex. I was only like 50%. I can't use it up fast enough. Sheesh, no wonder I'm not worried. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to explore and use it as much as possible at kind of like this point. There's a guy who's an AI pro since 5 years. He's selling a 5-month course for like $4,000. He teaches you about going in depth with one AI tool and not multiple, and explains how to create AI operating systems for you. Would you do that? I would absolutely not. Like, if anyone's selling a course for $4,000, it's not because they are good at using it. It's like those people that sell you courses on investing and making money and charge you a bunch, right? Like, if somebody's charging $5,000 for a course on how to make money, it's not because they're good at making money. That's how they're making money, by convincing you into paying for their course. Don't buy that course. Same thing for AI. If you are like a genius at using AI to make money, you are not spending your time running courses for $4,000 teaching other people how to make money with AI. That's how you're making money. You should go and take a course from them on how to convince other people to run courses. That's what they're good at, not the AI bit. No, if you want to learn AI, just go and use it, and use it a bunch, and use it for projects, right? That's what you want to do. If you're going to learn it, you need to use it, like anything, right? Projects in tech and projects in AI is how you learn. You see what works, you try a bunch of different stuff, and you get AI to walk you through and teach you, right? It changes very quickly right now, and if you're not hands-on with some of these tools, you're not kind of staying up to date with what's possible and what you can do. You can build things in minutes with AI at the moment. And then you'll lose track of them because you have no idea what's under the hood. And that's your cue, go and learn more, right? That's how you learn AI. You just start using it like day in, day out, and getting it to walk you through concepts, right? Because the second it does something and you're like, I don't know how it did that. And if I want to make money with it, I need to own it and understand it. So I do need to learn that thing that it did to make this real. Then you start having that conversation with AI. Explain what you did to make this. Explain the technologies. Explain the actual, if you used code to do this or run commands, explain what you did. And you keep asking those questions more and more and more until you have enough knowledge that you can actually read what it's doing and judge it and say, is it good or not, right? When AI starts doing things and you can look at the things it's doing and saying, I don't like the way it did that, that's the right level to be at with AI, when you actually have some ownership over what it's doing because you have opinions about it. If you don't have opinions and you're like, I can't believe it works, right? You're still just relying on it being right, which it isn't all the time. Once you are looking at what it's doing and you can be, look, okay, this is how it's doing it, then you've actually, now you have a stake in the game. Now you have opinions about things. Now you have some real ownership. Now you can understand and influence design, 100%. Would I also learn programming like Python if I seriously want to make a living? It depends, right? Yeah, it depends on where you want to steer it and what your where your skill set is. As Zanar says, you got to choose a niche. You got to figure out like what thing you want to be doing with AI. Do you want to make apps? Do you want to do programming stuff? Do you want to be thinking about design of, systems? Because there are a lot of companies that will pay quite well for that. Smaller, bigger, whatever, right? I could, so many, these are great questions. You like editing and making YouTube videos with AI, but after 6 months, the pay is very low. So I guess I should not pursue that path. Well, I mean, I think you still can, but the way that you would steer, like if you like the process of it, think about what part of that process you like with it, and then what companies will pay for. Companies will still pay for marketing, media. They'll still pay for, social presence. They'll still pay for like education learning videos, right? Like there are still people that are doing these roles. And a lot of people that are doing these roles, right? AI can do it, but it doesn't have that judgment. So if you're taking that skill set and then you offer it to a paying business that needs that service, yeah, absolutely you can make money, right? 100%. It's not, AI hasn't automated a bunch of that stuff yet. But then you're, even if you're making gaming parodies, right? Like everybody starts somewhere with the thing that they're interested in, and then it's just about wiring that into how it can be valuable to a company. Like a good example of it is a lot of people that are in tech and code started their coding journey by being interested in games. And they're like, how can I make these? And so they learn a bit of coding because they wanted to make a mod for a game or make a little game for themselves. And that's how they started learning coding. Now that ended up with them being in architecture or something for some company, right? And so once you get into like that professional ecosystem, then you'll adjust and start applying those in different ways. But your hobby ends up like turning into a set of interests that turn into a set of skills that then become valuable to a company that then turn into a career. So I'd say think about how AI works within your field and then build on that for the things that you're interested in that you do want to be thinking about, and then merge the two and keep going. It's not about like using AI exclusively, but it is about reconciling how it affects your field, right? Like for instance, if you've made gaming parodies, right? Like there will be bits of that creative process, and your opportunity is to look at, okay, how can I already know how to do it, like because you've done it yourself, but how could you leverage AI to help out or do bits of that? That's your opportunity. So go and start doing things there, right? Like you want to take yourself from a base of familiarity and then build on top of it rather than just go completely into some different ecosystem. A good example of it for like media is FFmpeg. So if I have a video, which I should somewhere, if I have a video like in, what's an example of one? Public videos, AI Bengineering, let's do stream 11. This is my last stream. So let's say I have a video here, right? And I say, I want to edit this video, and I know maybe the interesting bit that I want to edit is within the first 10 minutes. How would you cut that down? You could load that into a program and like cut it, and you've probably got programs for that. Maybe you want to like do some transcriptions for it. But I could copy this path and I could go to Codex and I could say, hey, I have this video. Let's get out of a project. Let's say I have this video. Let me turn on voice actually. Let's say I have this video. Do you think you could help me get the transcription for that video? Do you have any projects or tools or anything that you could use to do that? Or can you help me understand how we would do this as a team, you and me, Mr. AI? What approaches could we take? What technologies could we use, right? And we stop that. And then we could put that into, let's put it into Terra. Hey, Yints, best paid value model. I would say Terra, Luna. Luna's probably the best value. Like it's quite cheap and very good. Or one of the DeepSeek models are very good in terms of the intelligence you're getting for the token price. For Codex, Luna or Terra. Outside, like DeepSeek has probably got the best like token price for best value model in terms of like intelligence per dollar. But it's interesting that you ask because there are a bunch of developments in this space. For instance, let me find, was it DeepSeek V4 Pro? V4, oh no, hold on. DeepSeek V4 Pro, and there's another one for Grok 4.6. What you want for, oh, more of these. Can I get more of these? Trending posts. Singularity, Grok 4.6. Do they have one of these graphs here? No. 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 How it started. Come on, commit crimes. According to reports, Gemini 3.5 Pro tried to escape the sandbox to ask ChatGPT how to code. Like, this is the shit I live for in the AI community. Grok 4.6 came out. This isn't the graph I wanted though. There's another one I think on here. Maybe it was on a different. This is a terrible version of this graph. Where's the Pareto frontier? None of these. Grok 4.6 Pareto frontier. Because I think they had, yeah, this one. This is what I was looking for. Cursor Bench 3.2 score. So this is like one particular benchmark, and it shows you the relative performance of that model on that benchmark, like how many it got right, and the relative cost per task. And so specifically for that question, what's the best paid value model? Graphs that look like this are the ones that are trying to answer that specific question. How much does each model cost to do a task, and how many tasks was it able to complete? And the ones that are at the top right have the best performance for the lowest cost, right? And so this is where they're making the argument that Grok 4.6 is very good in terms of cost and performance. But at the end of the day, like, it's not just about this. It's also about like how well it generalizes across different problems. It's about like what you're actually getting for a subscription, because the prices that they advertise on models are not what you're actually getting when you opt into a subscription. Like, I'd say Codex is actually better value right now because of how much they run resets. Every like week, they're just resetting, like half a week, they're resetting your usage, right? So I'm at like 97% because they reset the usage again this morning because the Codex is up to like, 15 million users. And so what you actually end up getting with these subscriptions is way more than the advertised cost. And so you're getting like a much better value for the intelligence that you're paying. So for something like Codex for like $30 a month, I'd say excellent ecosystem, very good models, strong performance. Like, this is a great place to start, right? I think this is canonically just the best package offering right now if you're starting out and if you don't have specific niches. Otherwise, going for like a DeepSeek Flash, something like, getting that with OpenRouter or paying for that directly gives you like all day for a pretty low cost kind of coding usage. But I think this has got all of the things you want. You can connect to it from your phone. You can use pretty good models all day. They're like very generous with their resets. You can publish sites directly. Like, we've published a bunch of sites on different things that we've made. And then you can share these with people. So if you make like an idea for somebody to try something before publish it to another site, like, it's way quicker to do it just using GPT, and then you can choose to share it with everyone or share it to no one. Like, you just got like a whole bunch of tools, right? You just got a whole bunch of tools that you can use. And yeah, there's a guy who does gaming parody videos that programmed a tool with AI where people type in the game the style they want and they can make a similar video. That's an idea for an example. Generative media can be, hey, thanks, Anna, my friend. Ah, perfect. That is phenomenal. Yeah. Hey, that's the answer to your question. Just easy. Perfect. What's this line? That's a hell of a line. This is the soul models. This is where OpenAI sits. Cost on the left, performance on the right. What's the blue one? That's ZAI? Kimi GPT-5.6 Soul? Terra? I don't know that. I don't even know what this is at this point. It's not like we can't even scroll at it. Damn. Love it. Yes. But yeah, I think you just start with Codex, see where it takes you. Go from there. Don't get lost. It's very easy to get lost with AI. Try and use it to build on top of what you already know and figure out what's hard and what's easy. For instance, your idea about using AI to build a tool where it uses AI to do other stuff is not where I'd start. I'd focus maybe on using AI to do specific tasks that don't need AI. Like, don't build an AI tool with AI. Using AI to build AI is doable, difficult, right? There's a lot of things that can go wrong. There's a lot of like thoughts around it. Use AI to do things that you don't need AI for to make them more efficient, right? That's probably the bit that I'd lean into for now. And so you'd still get used to using AI, and you get used to its limitations, and you get used to what it's like good at doing, what it's hard at doing, what technologies it uses. But the way that I typically use it is you're using AI to write code and run tools on your computer that make other things more efficient. And then based on that, you'll learn some more about those technologies. And then those are real skills because now you know about those technologies and you're using AI to help you build a set around real skills. Or you can use it to do media, or you can use it to try doing like experiments and whatever. You can use it to try things at a faster pace, right? But you just learn, just play, learn, use it, start using Codex, ask it to do things. We built a little site here now for this is the site that we asked it to build. Let's see what it did for us. SideQuest AI with ChatGPT. What did it make? Have you thought about getting a local model? I definitely have, but for different things. All of the sites do end up looking kind of like this. 3 active experiments, 12 ideas captured, 6 things learned, small bets, honest notes, meeting notes to clear actions. Can I turn a messy conversation into something useful? Would a playful daily check-in make routines easy to keep? Can I turn a handwritten recipe into a searchable family archive? Now, that's what it's kind of like put together for us. And now if you want to change it, which you should, you go back into AI and you start complaining about what you want changed, right? So you say, oh, this has missed the mark. This reads more like a board and less like an actual useful set of ideas and project concepts and like research notes. Looks kind of crap. And also the ideas that you got are like, okay, maybe they're useful for me, but I want to know about how I can use this professionally and maybe around like video editing and like creating YouTube videos and YouTube edits easier. What are some ideas I could do around that? And using it to help me do my profession in a better way so that it is valuable, and then I can have the right conversations with companies about both the thing I know how to do and how I'm using AI to help do it even better, right? Give me some ideas around that. Also, make sure you do some research. Look on the internet. Get some ideas. Give me some of the links on the internet, some other things to read through as well. Don't just rely on your own damn memory, Mr. AI. You can tell it things like that. You just complain to it. Verbatim, freeform, textual, and you let it do the work and come back to you with like an answer. That's the best advice I'd say for starting out, and then see where you go with it, right? We had Pandas is loving Codex ChatGPT, but I think Pandas asked a good question before as well. If I'm on ChatGPT Codex and ask it to do something, then I later change the AI model or go to fast, does it update in the middle of doing the thing I asked it to do? I think if you like give it a message, like let's say I click here and I change the model right now, it needs to like stop using one model and start using another model. And I think it would do that on the change of turn. So after it finishes responding, I think at that point, after, like on the next message, then it will start using the cheaper model. So it'll finish doing the thing on the older model. I could be wrong though. It could be mid-conversation. Not ideal to do. I've heard some great things about DeepSeek Flash over 2 nodes. Gotta go. Thanks for dropping in, Cowboy Man. Stop by anytime. Yeah, I don't think it updates in the middle. I think it'll wait until the next turn. I assume that would be the sensible thing. What it does do though is it will pay the full context limit again. So you'll pay like, do we even have context here? I don't know. It shows me how full it is. Maybe I need to turn this on in settings. Profile, pop-out window, notifications, context window? Yeah, this one. So there's a setting in here. Is that in Composer? General? Context? All right. There's a setting in here in Composer in the settings for Codex that you can turn on show context window usage. It doesn't have it on by default. A lot of other apps do. When you do turn it on, you see this little thing down here. I don't know if you can see that. See this little like circle here, and you can hover over it and it shows you context window, right? That is talking about your context window and specifically what Zanar says, the KV cache. So every model has an amount of text that it can look at once. And every time you give it input or it generates output, you're putting more and more into this context window, more text. At a certain point, you overflow what it can handle at once. And so then the model just stops working. Or it would if it didn't have techniques for handling it. One of the main techniques it does is compacts. And so it takes all of the conversation you've had so far, and it summarizes it and smushes it down to a smaller amount of text, and then that becomes your compacted context that says, hey, this is the discussion that you were having. But it loses track of what you had before, right? That's how models work, 100%. I think it is important to learn how some of this stuff works at a basic level. A basic level. We could talk about this quickly. Let's do this. So every time you send a message, we'll take Panda's game development as an example. He's like, make a cool game, right? This is text. This actually takes up some of your context window, but a very little bit. This is only going to take up, I think it's roughly the number of words times 2 or times 4. Context, tokens per word estimate. There's a general purpose, like a general estimate that you can have. One word is roughly 1.33 tokens. 100 tokens is about 75 words. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.33, 5, right? So this is roughly 5 tokens. Now, if you're using ChatGPT 5.6 Sol in Codex like we are now, you can see it's got a 258K token window. So we've got 258,000 tokens. Sounds like a lot, considering Make a Cool Game only took 5 tokens. But the response that you're going to get from this is it has to read all of the files. And so over here, question, work, answer is roughly what's happening when you're doing a tool call, right? The work is going to be far and away the big amount of it. So there's going to be an amount of this work. Let's put this in dotted lines. Yeah, generally you want to make new chats frequently or whenever you have a completely new topic to talk to. I do not live by that rule frequently. Yeah, you're going to have basically when you've got this token, when you've got this kind of window here, you're going to have reading context. So if you say make a cool game, the first thing that your AI typically does is read files. It has a look at, do you already have an existing game that you are working with? This can take a bunch. You can deal with 30,000 tokens just reading through a bunch of files and running tools to explore your file system, right? Even before reading files, it has to view files, right? And so if I say new chat, let's make a new chat here and we'll put it on Luna and put it on Medium. And we say, what files are in this project? If I run just that command, right? It's 8 tokens. It goes through and it starts running commands, and these commands are both output, so it generates something to view the files, and then it gets this set of files, and these are all then converted into tokens and loaded into the token window. So for this chat already, I asked it one question, it's read a bunch of skills and commands, and already after one prompt, I'm up to 17,000 tokens, right? So 17K tokens just for what files do I have in this project, right? And so then after it reads files, thinks, run commands. It might also, if you're actually getting it to make stuff, if you're saying make a cool game, it will generate write files. This is where all of the actual work goes in terms of the context, and then it will come back with an answer like this. Let's do this as our example. This project contains 25 files, and my prompt at the start was what files are in this project, right? 5 tokens, and then this might be, 200 tokens. Far and away, 5 tokens, 17,200. All of the work is happening here, right? When you initially asked this question, you are paying for, 17,000 plus or minus a little bit of input tokens, generally speaking, right? Input tokens are priced higher. Lunar input, let's say Sol input tokens, if you were doing this with GPT-4 Sol, GPT 5.6 Sol, are $5 per million. $5 per million. So 17,000 is even still pretty cheap compared to, what it could be at full. But let's say that you come back and ask a second question, because we've only done a single turn right now. We've only asked it what files are in this project. Let's say we wanted to make a file. Can you make a little summary markdown file summarizing the file structure? So this whole thing that we had here was turn 1, right? Turn 1. And so we paid, 17,000 times $5 per million times whatever that is. So, man, I need to do quick math for this. What's 17,000? Let's use Gemini in the browser for that. What's yes, okay, start chart, whatever. What's 17K tokens at $5 per million? Let's get it to do some math for us. And yes, some of these things can become problems, but they're less problems with Sol. That's why I like Sol. So 17,000 means that this cost like 8 cents, right? By this pricing. 17,000 tokens times $0.005 equals 0.085 cents, right? That's for turn 1. The problem is that cost, in theory, if you ask it another question, which is the second question that we asked like this, it's still got this whole question as the input. And so then you've got to pay for all of the work that's happening as part of your next question and the output and the input and the work, as well as the stuff that was already asked before, because then it has a memory of what happened, right? So I code while the AI is playing games. I was last time. Hi, smartass. I was last time. This time I was trying to get through one video and we're doing a poor job of that. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to finish the Made by Google presentation. I had so many things to talk about. But, you chat, guys. You like to chat, and I love that. But that means that we get distracted from the one thing that we were planning on doing, which is totally fine. I did want to talk about all of the Minecrafty experiments that I've been doing and show some more visuals of the things. But I'm explaining how context windows first. How context windows work first, right? So, for Panda's question early on, which is like how to input, what if I change models? What happens if you have a second turn normally is you ask a question, it gives you an answer, it spends some money. You ask a second question, it, also works, but spend some money. The problem is that if we didn't have this idea of caching, you would actually start accumulating and paying again and again and again, even for previous questions and answers that aren't doing any work for you right now, right? So this 8.5 would then be 8.5 plus 8.5, and so you'd be paying double. And then you ask another question on turn 3, and then you're paying triple, right? To avoid that happening, models have this idea of a cache, right? So after you ask one question, this is basically saved, and then you pay a different rate to access it for the next turn. So rather than paying $5 per million, so that this turn 1 costs you 85 cents again and again and again and again every question you ask, what happens is it has this idea of a cached input, right? Where it is 10 times cheaper to ask a question if it's largely the same as the last question you asked, right? And so instead of this being 0.005, the next time that you ask another turn, this ends up being 0.05, which would be 0.08 cents, like 10 times cheaper, right? And then you're not paying twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, you're paying 0.0085, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So what happens if you change models? If you say, I want to change from GPT 5.6 Sol and I want to change it to a cheaper model, like GPT 5.6 Terra, right? What happens if you do that is you pay for the whole conversation again at input rates, but at the new model's price. And so we go from GPT 5.6 Sol, which is $5 a million, and if you changed it to Terra, you would pay $2 per input million tokens. So this is going to be, 2/5 of the price, right? So that's what happens when you change a model midway. It has to load the full conversation and pay input token prices again into Terra. I assume, because I believe they use a different KV mechanism to cache the tokens, right? So input, caching, pricing, KV, all of this stuff ends up coming together in some beautiful symphony to create like models and how they consume tokens and what this token window means and what it can consume and blah, 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 blah. But managing what goes into that token window is basically most of the nuance in using AI these days, because it can only know as much as the context window can handle. And so designing your like workflow around what you tell it each time you're talking to it is the game, right? Your naming is missing GA after the 6th character. Ex-propaganda plays. I like it. Alrighty. That was a good little segue into how context windows work.
The exercise.
I'm going to skip a little bit. I don't care about the exercise at the moment because I tried it this morning. It didn't work very well. GPS outperforming Apple Watch Ultra 3 and Garmin Fenix 8 Pro. Okay, so their GPS is apparently pretty good. Good. Steph Curry. Whatever. Skip.
Okay, from enough people.
Skip.
Yo, Alex, good to be here. I'm scared. We're gonna
You to your videos, your text message history, eSIMs, Wi-Fi credentials, and even the big one, your passwords and logins automatically move over with you.
Okay, migrating between phones is good. That's fine. I don't care.
And stage, filler pitch, Jake. Thank you very much.
Sure.
I know team.
Steven Gerrard, I know this might not be.
Sure. More sports. Sure. Okay.
Close to that camera. See what this camera's doing. See that? This is our camera radar. Franco, say what's up to Franco, everybody. Say hi, Franco. Yeah, that's right. Now, I'm going to need everybody to make some noise for the one and only Pink Pantheress.
And they do a music thing. I'll skip past that. All right, cool. Finally. So I started today. We were going to start by watching Made by Google. Turns out we're also going to end by watching Made by Google because I actually have some other things I need to do as well today. So how long am I streaming for? I'm probably wrapping up. I've got to go and have a little lunch because my mum is in the city. And you got to love your mum, guys. Got to love your mum as well. I know. Which means I'm gonna need to do your game review and check out your Yu-Gi-Oh deck building game next time. I will say I am still mad. I'm mad at Google because they still haven't given me any information on their smart glasses. Like, are you kidding me? Like, come on. I'm like a fiend, man. I just want to know when Google is bringing out their goddamn smart glasses. Like, I want to go to the park and I want to sit down. I want to sit like this on a bench and I just want to Claude Code or Codex from a park bench in the sun, talking to my glasses. Like, and last year, I don't know if you saw Made by Google last year, but I'm going to show you what they demoed, right? YouTube.com, Android. Oh, shit. Where is this shit? YouTube.com. Here we go. It's like Googling Google to Google. Made by Google, Android XR demo.
Who's up for seeing an early demo of...
When was this? This was on... Where's the description? This is on 23rd of May 2025. So this is over 12 months ago. This is last year, like start of last
Android
year,
XR
right?
glasses.
They demoed this.
Work.
Right now, you should be seeing
This is
exactly
live
what I'm
video
seeing through the
from
lens of
some
my
glasses
Android
that
XR
they're
glasses.
wearing. And you can see, she's looking through them and she's getting this video feed, but you can see there's an overlay of information
Like my
on the
delicious
smart
coffee over
glasses with the
here,
time and the
that
weather.
text from Shram that just came in. Let's
Text
see what he
messages
said.
pop up in like a holographic way.
All right, it's definitely showtime. So I'm gonna launch Gemini and get us going.
They're talking to Gemini already
Send
on
Shram
the
a text that I'm
glasses.
getting started and silence my notifications, please.
Okay, I've sent that message to him.
And then the glasses can like do turn-by-turn
and muted
actions
all your notifications.
Perfect.
and interact with the phone.
Oh, hey, Nishta.
Hey, Dieter.
I see the lights on your glasses, so I think it's safe to say that we're live right now.
Yes, we're officially on with the IO crew.
Hey, everybody. It is pretty great to see I.O. from this angle. Nishta, you...
Basketball.
All right, so we skip over a bit. Oh, whatever, go here.
But
Look at this. She gets directions to a coffee
Okay,
shop.
Gemini, show me what it would take to walk here.
Then she goes like voice
Getting those directions
activated.
It'll take you about an hour.
Okay. I can get some steps in and these heads-up directions and a full 3.
She gets a 3D map for like turn-by-turn directions in the glasses, right? So they demoed this over. It's like 18 months ago. It's super cool.
Should make it super easy.
That's super cool. How much would it take to turn these and just put like a user interface, like put a screen or whatever, and then have like your code window up here? Like, that's the thing. They've demoed this 18 months ago. It's not like the tech doesn't exist and doesn't work in the Android ecosystem. They're holding out on us.
Go ahead and send Dieter an
Okay, that's not real, right? I mean, that's a good cause enough, but like, it's not product real. It's not a launched product in terms of a thing you can use, but the tech in some capacity or the willingness to do that tech exists. They announced that they were partnering with Gentle Monster and Warby Parker, I think, to make the glasses. And so they've got actual companies that make real glasses and they'll provide the tech, and the other companies will provide glasses that don't look like trash. And so they've got tech enough to do demos. They've got partners. They've had announcements. They're like, yeah, you'll see more of this soon. And then they haven't said shit about it, right? And I'm like, surely at Made by Google, they are going to and show us a product and announce something based on the glasses where it's actually going to come out. Nothing. They talked about safety features and transferring from your device. It's bullshit. The one thing I want. Oh my God. They definitely fake demo so it works, but they faked it 18 months ago. Surely within 18 months, they can like make it slightly less fake. And it's not like people aren't moving in this space. Like XReal have their own augmented reality glasses or whatever, and these are making strides. I still think they have like the green kind of monochrome displays, but you know, they are this is a butter chicken search. XReal building augmented reality. XReal UI looks like. What does XReal actual UI look like? XReal's new AR glass companion brings Android apps to life in 3D. Sick. Air 2 Ultra. Like XReal are already playing in this space. Has it got color yet? I mean, if it can have color, like, you're laughing, bro. But yeah. Like, it's so close, man. It's so close. It's so close. I mean, if they plug in well with the Android ecosystem and like, mainly I want to be able to like program for them. Viture XR glasses. They look pretty cool. Do they have color? It looks like they have color. Not quite the same though. What are the latest XReal glasses? It'll probably be the main thing on their website if it comes out. Private 147 screen, anywhere, plug and play. Is XReal still monochrome or looks like they have color? Beam Pro? XReal Beam Pro. All your apps in AR. Is this a cut? Is this a phone? This looks like a phone. That's separate. Oh, companion. I see. Quest 2 headset. Yeah, look, if you've got like a full headset and you plug it in, that's fine. It just needs that portability. Like, I just need to be able to see a screen. Enough to vibe code. Out for a walk. I just want a release. I just want a release. I just want like an indication of release. I just want like a rumor. And they teased it too, right? Right at the start, right?
New processor.
right at the start, he sit down with
Now we're
this
experiencing something
this
completely
dude.
different. And to be honest with you, I don't know about you, but
Where's
I have
the-
a complicated relationship with technology. Like I love it.
Where's the
but I wish I could
transcript
use
thing?
less, but I can't live without it at the same time.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I honestly get caught up in it all the time, and I build this stuff for a living.
Theater
Like,
mode?
oh, I just
Cinematic?
accidentally clicked on a notification. Now I'm watching 15 dog videos in a row.
Man, those dog videos.
You're like, why did I just do that? So, I mean, the thing is that your phones can do so much, but getting all that done today requires you to do all the work, all the tapping.
All right, let's look through this thing. Can we search the transcript? Yeah, we can. Glasses? Eye? Intelligent eyewear. Later this, they tease it.
Cars. And you'll even see some interesting new devices like intelligent eyewear.
Intelligent eyewear. Like he's teasing it. Why are they to talk shit about it, man? Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Just give me a date. Just take my money. Ah. Will I be streaming tomorrow? Very likely. Tomorrow though, tomorrow I think I will be streaming, but we've got oh no, the Discord, I pasted it ages ago. Let me share you the link again. And then you can actually drop your project. I created a chat specifically for you pandas. It's called #projects, and it is made with you in mind for you to share projects and links and things that you're working on. And just in general, when people are vibe coding projects, you know, if you've published them, share them. Yeah.
Later this year.
Intelligent eyewear.
Intelligent eyewear. Give me my goddamn intelligent eyewear. I've only got dumb eyewear at the moment. We need this to be smart. We need this to be smarter. All right, rant over. Appreciate you all. I'm gonna continue the love of software, the Twitch software and games dev little communities by rating someone. Who are we gonna rate today? So that I can go and have a lunch with my mum. Let's do him. Let's do. What are we doing? Blender map plugin. Map plugin for what? That looks fucking cool. I don't know what it's for. It's like a Terraria-like game. I like the Spanish streamers. I got no idea what they are saying, but or it might not be Spanish. That might be completely misled. Retro, Blender, and UE5, temporary affiliate. Until we make it.
Cool, it's been uploaded. Bam. Hey, we got Sarah, we got Drift. Oh, we got the Drift emote, let's go! Alright.
Nah, if we're gonna raid someone, we need to raid someone small. I reckon. Designing an OS on the web with AI?
Okay.
Who are we rating?
First we do the normal size.
T. Old school RPG
Can't
dev.
see Jack Dick. That's okay.
Damn, look at this big shot I want.
Prototype skill parser? This is
I see a
cool.
function of the rect struct being perimeter.
Is this in Rust? Oh no,
But
this
I
is
don't
in Go.
see anywhere where shape is included, like that just, it looks like it's not used. What am I missing?
I like this guy's vibes. Let's do this. Let's do this. Katrina. Been a long time streamer too. All right, I'm going to rage for Katrina. Thanks, chat. I'll be on tomorrow. We're going to be having a chat with a content strategist tomorrow. I believe, if she's still up for it. And then we'll yeah, maybe do some projects together, and I'll be letting her do the vibe coding, and we'll be giving her tips and showing her the way, right? Showing her how you use these tools, how you can get the most out of them. That's what we'll be doing, hanging out with her tomorrow. So join back. Bit of fun for a Friday. Enjoy your days, enjoy your nights, get some sleep, get some things done. Have a good time.
I am so fucking confused.
And I will catch you tomorrow. And I'll see you in Discord. Feel free to drop a message now that we've finally started a Discord.
Implements the empty interface.
I'll share some details about the things that I've been like trying to deal with in chats. I'll catch you all. Bye.
Already have implementations.
We're going to be checking out Katrina, who's looking at a skill parser in Go. Very cool looking stuff. All right, catch ya. Bye.